Hey, what's good people? We are back for another Wednesday edition of the Pulse, and the usual cast is here as always. And well, we're gonna get ready to get started real quick. We'll start up. Well, actually, we got Deuce back, so it's
We
you
got a
know
special
I
guest, Deuce.
I know it's almost special guest time again, man.
Uh,
That's hilarious, but. We are back, so we'll take a quick run around, see how everybody's been doing this week and what's been going on. We're just starting with Steph and Lynn, of course.
Go ahead.
How have you all been? How's your week been?
Good. I got my new St. Louis shirt. My boyfriend bought me.
Okay, come on, that St. Louis shirt.
Now you see the double standard
It's
here,
got the
I
flirt.
do.
It's immense. It is
right?
immense.
All Americans can see the double. The double. I mean,
Oh
I
my
ain't even call it
goodness.
double. So I'm just call it the double. And y'all
I'm
know
not gonna say nothing.
the double.
Oh,
That is wild.
So y'all like Jay Glass and Rich, y'all like the fleur de lis? No, I was like, what? What's up with the fleur de lis? But then I learned something, Saint Louis, the whole French background and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah,
So they're bringing it back. Because I'm used to the bird, the red bird.
yeah.
So y'all into the new design?
I haven't been able to look much into it, but now that you
Okay.
say it, I will.
You, Rich?
I haven't followed baseball Cardinals in so long. And,
Okay. Gotcha.
As long as they win it, I'm good.
I
don't
know.
support Baseball Cardinals. Certain things you don't do coming from St. Louis. You don't want that fight.
I know that's right.
Mhm.
All day.
This
But
is
other
true.
than that, it's hot. It's hot, but it ain't just
Yeah.
hot here. And
Some-
Had to change my shirt.
Give me a second,
Somebody-
Steph. It looked like
somebody-
somebody put a stain on the screen. What is
look,
Oh, you went and got your Atlanta Braves shirt. Is that
that's what you gotta do. Look,
Wipe that off the screen real quick.
hey, Deuce, look, my screen.
Won't even ever come back.
You know what? I got to give respect because my aunt, she lived in Alabama for a long time, worked for the government, and I used to love the way the people there. They don't say Alabama, they say Alabama. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
all right
Yeah.
then.
Yep.
So yeah, but actually, I have a Alabama shirt too that she brought me because Roll Tide, all the good stuff. She used to go to the games and stuff with her. So there you go.
That's a good time.
Yeah.
Alabama game's always a good time.
So speaking of baseball, I was out giving the new relationship. I was helping him. He's been a life insurance agent for about 3 months. So I was talking to him about preparation, and he's a former baseball player. So I was talking to him about this time when I was a teenager, and I pulled off an unassisted triple play.
What?
Yeah, and the only reason why I was able to do that is because I was prepared to pull off a double play. Triple play wasn't even in my head. That was like ridiculous. That's lottery-esque. But because I was prepared to turn a double play, I ended up. It was a crazy game. We got off to a 10-0 start, and then my team started BSing. And next thing you know, it's 9-10 at the top of the ninth, and I just wanted to win the game and get out of there. So I cheated up from center field. Ball got hit to me, screaming the kind of ball, if I don't catch it, we was going to lose, or we were going to lose the lead. I catch it. I land 2 feet from second base. I didn't know what to do. But the dude from first base is screaming. No, don't throw. The dude from first base is running to me. So I tagged him. The dude that ran to third base, he didn't tag up. So he comes back. Tagged
Oh,
him. And then I still wasn't sure. My friend Jonathan said, step on the base. So I stepped on second base. No, it was either 4 outs or 3 outs because I didn't know what to do. What I was, the lesson I was giving to the guy was be prepared. Because
Yeah.
when you're prepared to make a play, when you're prepared to make a good play, you could end up making a great play. So that's not even the craziest part. I'm watching PTI 4 or 5 hours later, and guess what? Michael Wilbon asked. How many unassisted triple plays have there been in MLB history? And him and Tony both guessed one since the 1800s, but the answer is 15.
Oh,
There have been 15. The last one was like 2009 or something like that. But I got so excited watching it, I yelled and I frightened my wife.
Oh, you got a what?
Yes, I have a wife. I frightened my wife. She thought somebody had died or something or whatever. But I'm telling you, I had this conversation in the 11 o'clock hour. And in the 4 o'clock hour, Michael Wilbon asked, I wonder how many unassisted triple plays there have been in baseball history. So, of course, I bought a lottery ticket.
Yeah.
So, because I'm prepared to be a non-figure Negro.
I got two things.
That's what I'm prepared to be.
Bless, we have another special guest. Brooks is actually on site.
Yeah.
Whatever Deuce is eating is serious because he using a knife and a fork. You see his elbows. So he's
getting it in. He is getting it in.
You done chase Brooks away.
Huh? I see.
You chase Brooks away.
He went back into hiding. He went back into hiding. Let me rotate the spot and ask Deuce, how have you been? You've been working it out.
Hey, work, man. I was up at our old stomping grounds doing a site survey, and I'll be back up there next week for casing of the colors because they're shutting down the academy up there.
What? Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's an NCO academy up at Camp Parks, California, which is in Dublin, rich part of town, and the Army sees it more beneficial to sell that land back to the city because they're paying premium dollar for it, right? So they're shutting down that academy.
I'm sorry, dude. You say they're shutting down Camp Parks?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. They're shutting down the academy, not Camp Parks.
Not Camp Parks.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, Lord, I was stationed there. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. My bad. Yeah, they're shutting down the academy up there. So I won't be on next week because it's actually on the 1st, which I think is a Wednesday. I'll be up there.
Yep.
That is crazy.
First of the month, wake up.
Man. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, you've been getting it in. Wig, actually, let me push over to Brooks because Wig is the segue into Richard. So Brooks, how have you been doing? What have you been up to lately, man?
I don't think he can hear us.
Thank you, Stephanie, for the shout out. By the
Say that again.
There's the problem.
I think you delayed.
Yeah.
Having some
Thanks,
audio.
frozen.
Yeah, you froze up on us, my brother. You froze up on us.
Dang it.
Rich taking notes. Hold on, man. Let me get my notebook ready. Rich over there taking notes. I'm about that's the problem. Nah, he about to come with some points. Hold on.
We can hear you now.
Look at him. He about to get an A on the test.
He got on some sandals carrying the one.
Damn.
On his toes.
Damn. But yeah, we could hear you for a second. You froze back up on us, Brooks. So you I don't know if it's and it's crazy because you're in Silicon Valley area, man. You should have the best Wi-Fi in the world out there.
Data center still in it.
Yeah, man.
There you go.
Yeah. But until he gets back, Wig, how about you?
Hey, I don't know. I think I'm good, bro. I got to spend the week with my granddaughter. I got to learn a lot of stuff from her that she ain't before. So you can imagine how them conversations went.
Oh man, that's amazing. You talking to a genius.
I'm telling you, a 4-year-old girl for sure.
You know everybody. Everybody. You know everybody.
I bought a pizza, a little play pizza oven. Let me tell you, we played with like 3. She got 3 baby dolls. We playing with the baby dolls. What is it? Madison, Harper, and Raspberry. Like she worked at a club or something.
Oh wait, what's the last one's name?
Raspberry.
Raspberry. because she got on a raspberry dress, so she just called her raspberry.
Oh boy.
But the crazy part about it is, I got complaints about the damn restaurant because I was the only customer there, and these was
How much was the pizza?
Oh, Brooks dropped and messed his audio up.
Oh man.
He done messed Wig's audio up.
We need to work on tech support. I don't know where your tech support. I'm
Nah,
Well, actually,
Raspberry said he's not paying that bill.
Stir fry
Right.
tech support.
No, not today. I'm in Kansas City area right now. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm with Maya.
Hey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a World Cup? Is there a World Cup match in that area?
Yes, there have been several. I was going to try and figure out whether or not I wanted to people and go see the sites sometime soon.
You should.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know because they also got a killer on the loose out here. Like there's a dude that was out here
Serial?
dude, he's not a serial killer, but he's been pushed. That's for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, he I don't know if he broke out or something. Whatever the case, he shot some stuff up and he's still at large. So yeah.
Can you hear me?
That. Yeah, we got you.
Okay.
That's two.
You on it twice. Huh?
Yeah, but I'm sorry, my son had called me. But yeah, I had a complaint about the restaurant because I was the only customer, and my pizza came out wrong.
Damn.
And she want to get an attitude with me.
Did you
Like
call
I
him?
ordered the wrong thing, and then gonna try to tell me what I ordered. So I'm like, okay, whatever. E. Harper in Madison now. But don't tell you that's like the awesomest feeling right there.
Was raspberry your waitress?
Especially with her, cause bro, everybody get to experience that.
Hey.
That was my week plus watching World Cup. Haiti's been robbed. I'm just letting you know I'm upset about that. Haiti been robbed. So, but that was my week.
Well, keep your eyes glued to the set of the World Cup because next week we're going to be talking about that as well as the influence that the different nations have had on the economies that they're in. But we'll get around to that next week. We'll get around.
Wait a minute, hold on. Mr. Wick said that Haiti was robbed since 1804. Is that what I heard?
Speaking of
Is that what I heard
1804,
you say, Mr. Wick? Or was it 1801? When were they robbed initially?
Initially,
Probably before then, right?
He's talking pre-World Cup history.
Right.
Well, he's talking about being robbed, and so I'm going back to Haiti's history. So I'm sorry.
Glass, I can hear you, but I can't hear nobody else.
Oh man. Okay. Well, try and drop down and come back up.
Yeah, no problem.
So I did actually have a bit of a quick session with the platform's tech support and let them know that these glitches are happening, and they need to figure this out. They got to figure this out because this is all software stuff that can be fixed.
Yeah.
So, but all right, we got you, Wig.
Glad you got auto problems tonight, brother.
Yeah, that's what I was just talking about. Can you hear me? Wig?
Can't hear you.
Man, it's gonna be a tough one for you, bro. Give me a second. You've got a couple of things up here I got to clean up in the background, and maybe that's part of the problem also. So I'll try that, and come back in a second, Wig. Try to log all the way out, and then come back into the actual platform. Oh, you're already back. All right. How about are you with us now?
I can hear you, Glass.
Nobody else has said anything just yet. It's just me.
Yeah, I heard Miss Lynn say something just now.
Okay.
So,
All right, Steph. All right. So we good to go.
Can you hear us?
yeah, I can hear y'all.
All right. Well, let me give what I've been doing here lately. I was in Florida last week, and I'm in the Kansas City area this week.
What part of
I was in Orlando for my daughters. They had a competition. Yep, and I've got a couple things happening here this week. I went to a restaurant called 1804. It was a Haitian pizza parlor,
Ooh.
and the food was good. Don't get me wrong, but I should have done a better job of looking at the prices because
Ooh.
it's the food was worth it, absolutely worth the price, and so I'll leave it at that. If you are in the Atlanta area, I highly recommend visiting 1804 is the name of it. 1804. That's the Haitian date for liberation.
From
Toussaint
France.
Louverture. Yes, from France.
1804.
1804. And it was really, really good though. I enjoyed the food. I enjoyed the atmosphere. The music was a bit too loud for my liking, but I could just be because of my age. I don't know. I don't know. But it was good. It was good. It was good. And of course, Mr. President, uh, how has your week been so far?
Only happy thoughts.
Only happy
Okay,
thoughts.
well, you know what? I will simply say that when you believe in your one moment in time, everything's possible.
I think you need to sing that. Yeah.
And good catch. And hopefully, when I ever have a fall off and I get high on drugs and I come on the show and I fall off my seat and I get back on my seat, that you will still respect me and love me. And when I'm dead and gone, Mr. Glass, you won't be going on TV trying to look important and saying, well, you know, he was nice and everything. We came on the show once and got high and fell off his chair.
You say high and dirt. Well, I'm high now, so I ain't
You
gonna
know,
lie
hopefully
to
I'll let
you.
you feel alive.
I'm high now.
Wait, you Denzel?
Huh?
You Denzel?
There you go. I'm high now,
Like,
so
I'm drunk right now.
so I ain't gonna fall out the seat. So
Hopefully y'all won't disparage me when I'm dead and gone if I have some character issues like other people in the community would. Not the culture, the community, other people will do when you're dead and gone. And they can just easily just let your legacy not be tarnished by some of your character faults. That's what I have to say tonight.
Okay. All right.
I guess you
we'll
haven't heard what happened here. I guess you haven't heard.
What
I
happened?
have not.
Well,
I thought
Oprah was doing an interview or something and brought up the fact that she said that Whitney came
yeah, I
on.
didn't appreciate that.
What happened?
I didn't appreciate what Oprah said.
What'd she say? Richard,
Yeah, we couldn't hear what she said.
because he stopped.
Oprah, well, because Big was saying he didn't appreciate that. So
Okay.
Oprah was talking to someone. I don't know the exact format, and she said, "Yeah, Whitney came on the show high, and she fell off the stage, and then she begged Oprah and her audience to not tell anyone." So Whitney's, I guess, sister-in-law Pat Houston said that wasn't true. She was not high, and she came on and it was dark, and she fell off because it was dark. They were doing the taping or whatever, and it was dark.
Yeah.
So, my thing is, no one's perfect out here. This Iran MOU contract, it's not perfect. Nothing's perfect. Nobody's perfect. We all have some things we've done wrong in our lives.
You ain't never met Maya, but go ahead.
So for Oprah to even have to bring this up about Whitney.
You know what, Richard? That tracks because I saw today on Twitter they had a video of Oprah on stage tripping and falling.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's why.
I think that was like in response to.
Yeah.
And what is Oprah doing? Having Clive Davis's back this week because
You know what? So my goal tonight is to act like I got some sense and to be professional. And I don't want to go down the conspiracy rabbit hole on who did what and when and how and where regarding certain people in Hollywood. And I don't want to be accused of being anti-Semitic or anti-Israel or wait a minute, I am anti-Zionist, but okay. So, I'm going to be professional tonight. And I want Whitney to know that there are people in the community who were not so loudly vocal for her who still have her back.
Amen.
And even though Oprah has made mistakes, and I think that Oprah probably has the greatest, almost sounds sexist, I can't think of a female's voice that's more powerful in the tone on TV than Oprah Winfrey's.
Sure.
I think she's one out of a trillion.
No, I think that's a fair assessment.
Yeah. So she has survived and survived and survived. And I thought it was a testament to the Black woman, her ability to go on TV in the early 80s as an overweight Black woman and say, I'm not going to give up and I'm going to fight to the very end. And I think she did that exceptionally well. And I think that was an inspiration, not just to Black women, to also to white women who were overweight, and white and Black women and all women in the middle class and the working poor. So when I look at Oprah's legacy, has she done everything perfectly? No, she hasn't. But
she
nobody
got canceled a couple years ago.
So, in our community, we try to put forth our best, but sometimes we make mistakes.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Can you guys hear me?
Yep, we got you.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. So that's all I have to say. Go ahead.
Excellent. I apologize. I had to switch from my phone to my computer. Okay. I'm gonna fix this whole visual aspect of it.
You look like a kid. It looks like he's 10 years old.
Thank you, Lady Medeiros. Thank you. I just gotta fix it. Okay. It will be fixed. It'll be fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. What you saying, Richard? One thing is Whitney Houston. Look, she is in heaven and ain't thinking about nothing that's going on down here. So.
Yeah, we ain't sitting there when Oprah decides she want to be big or small.
Hey,
but here's the thing with this.
Make our mind up.
Here's the funny thing about this. There are no perfect people, regardless of what race you are or what ethnic group. There are no perfect people. So when I go back to that UFC fight last weekend and I hear this man call Michelle Obama, quote, a man, whether he's being truthful that he thinks that or he's trying to be sarcastic or whatever, the fact that you have the audacity after beating a Black man in the ring, see, that was critical, see. I knew they'd find a Black man that he could beat. And that's why I don't really care for the UFC, because I think a lot of times they put Black fighters who are not at the very best against white fighters, and then the white fighters can try to get a victory over it because you can wrestle and do anything to win within a certain confine of the rules. And so that
most of the time they're Black fighters who are UFC champions, actually.
Hold on, I was going to get to that because I know the big heavyweight that retired years ago. What's his name, Brooks?
John Bones Jones.
Yeah, so that's a bad boy. But when you look at the opportunities of white fighters to win fights against non-whites, when you can include wrestling and everything else, it goes up dramatically. Where if you go into the boxing ring, where the only thing you have is your hand skills and up on your feet, those chances of a white fighter beating a Black fighter goes down dramatically. So I've always had my concerns about the UFC and Dana White and how he came aboard, because I felt like there may have been a little bit of a racial tint. I said, well, maybe I'm just being too sensitive about this. So other Black folks are supporting this UFC, so I'm gonna fall back and be quiet. But when I see what this guy did last weekend after beating that Black fighter, and then he wants to say that stuff about Michelle Obama, you see, and this is where I said when that comedian Drewski made fun of Erica Kirk, and I didn't care for that because I wanted to be consistent. So because some men will say things about women and they're being sexist about it, and maybe racist too. Other men, maybe not. But since we as men don't have a good track record in our treatment of women from the beginning of time up to now, it's a tough thing. So I look at everything on a case-by-case basis. And that's why I was saying about
women. Gross because the rival between John Bones Jones was another Black guy.
Okay.
Fair. He was a rival. I forgot his name, but he was a little heavier set, Black guy. He was badass, actually.
How about Cormier?
No, not Cormier. Go ahead. It was
Daniel Cormier.
Yes.
That's what I just said. Cormier is the pronunciation.
Yeah. I'm saying that was the rival.
Right.
That was the rivalry.
Yeah.
So like it's like no, dude. Like they've always been about. And I'll be honest, I didn't hear the beginning of the conversation because I had to just switch to my computer.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm liking your computer.
Good about like competition, whether it be race or color, because like I got to meet not the owner guy. What's his name? Like once, and like. So that TKO, which owns WWE, which owns UFC.
Oh, Vince McMahon.
No, not Vince McMahon, but
Dana White.
Dana White.
Dana
Yeah.
White.
And like so the TKO owns both companies. And so back in the way day when I had stock in just WWE and it went to TKO, I was like, all right, cool. I get to like have best of both worlds. So I didn't know much about like UFC or anything like that. It's not like I watched this stuff. But like they don't care about like color. I don't think the entity itself it really like looks at it. It's like, who can be the best fighter and win?
But Mr. Brooks, I'm not going to disagree with you 100% on this. I'm not. All I'm simply saying is when a man makes a comment that Michelle Obama is a man, and she was the first black woman as a first lady, and then you refer to her as a man because of all the conspiracies saying that she was a man. Now, there's a difference when you're trying to demonize her, saying that she was a man, when all proof is that she was a black woman and kicked out 2 beautiful children, versus the president's wife in France that Candace Owens said, you were born a man or something of that nature. And Candace got sued on that. And Candace kept running her mouth saying, I'm not backing up. I have proof to what I'm saying. There is no concrete factual proof that Michelle Obama.
See, but like if we're going to devolve into these situations, that's silly because like we know, everybody knows Michelle Obama is a woman. It's okay. You know what I mean? Like,
no, that's what they said.
So it's so dumb to get down in the dumpster. Even though Deuce is wearing the dumpster fire Alabama shirt, and I give Lynn a lot of shit about his USC hat that he doesn't wear anymore. Thank God. And I
can go get it.
Right? You know what I mean? Like, you know,
I don't know.
I can go get it.
You can't be like down in the pig pen. You know what I mean? We can't be like, this is not a conversation that's worth having because it doesn't fucking matter.
Okay.
Pardon my language.
No.
I would disagree. I would disagree. Oprah still has a pretty huge voice in certain communities.
Sure.
I will agree that discussing the tomfoolery of somebody talking about Michelle Obama, discussing that at length, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Idiots are going to show how idiotic they are when they open their mouths and idiotic phrases come
it's
out.
Blah blah blah.
It
doesn't elevate the conversation that we're trying to do here.
To start a fight.
Matter of fact, it brings it down.
Somebody's mama.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'll let it go. I'll let it go. That's fine.
No,
I can be wrong. On this, I can be wrong. That's fine.
No, it's not about right or wrong. Because I don't disagree with what you're saying entirely either. But the reason why I didn't do anything or mention that specific thing is because the whole environment surrounding his ability to have that platform and say that in and of itself at the White House was garbage by itself.
You saw he apologized though, right?
Oh, I didn't see that.
I did.
Did he? No,
I did.
Dana White said that wasn't right.
No. The dude apologized.
What did he say?
Yeah.
Did he apologize?
Because it started to cost him money.
Yeah.
No,
The
Dana White
color of
apologized?
UFC is green.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Dana White apologized, but the fighter did not apologize.
Fighter apologized.
He's got a video
did.
on it.
All right,
What
what's
did he
the
say?
fighter's name again? I'm gonna look it up real quick. What's the fighter's name?
I'll look it up once we
I'll
get
find
finished
it.
with this, and I'll shoot it to you.
Hokit.
I'll look him up. Go ahead, y'all keep going. I'll look it up.
Yeah, because that whole thing of having a fight and seriously bringing down and tarnishing the White House in and of itself. I didn't discuss that because there's just some trash that I'm not willing to dive into. and that's part of it. You know, that whole trailer park setup
Yeah,
was
okay. He's right. He's right.
was
Dumpster fire,
ridiculous.
like,
UFC thought he
everything-
was something Michelle Obama at the White House post
Doesn't
social media
lend itself
apology.
to anything productive.
Okay.
It-
All right,
it-
so he posted an apology. So yeah, Lynn's right. Yeah.
yeah,
It
Now
just
it's
doesn't.
funny how they talked about this on my Facebook feed, but the apology I never got that. What's
What's the apology? What did he say? Can you read it?
He said, oh, okay. So
it was fairly disingenuous, and he was trying to essentially
show
say
Obama's
it was
a
a
man.
bit of a it was just a joke. And if you ever known him, he made these types of jokes in the past, and he did admit that wasn't the place that he should have said it, and a whole bunch
So
of
he gaslighting everybody. Okay.
Michelle
yeah,
Obama is a man. Am I right, America? He appeared gleeful as he turned away from the camera. Okay, so maybe I'm just being too sensitive. Okay, that's fine. I don't have to be right tonight. Not tonight.
I don't think it's being sensitive.
No, it's not.
It's just there are parts of lunacy and zealotry that even if we try and jump into, we'll never get to the bottom of. And that's
Why does
honest.
it matter? It doesn't mean anything.
Well,
So
it
what?
It does-
so-
It doesn't affect
Brooks.
anybody. It doesn't
Brooks, it
affect
does.
us, anybody on the screen here.
It does mean
It just
something.
doesn't.
It
The-
does.
It means
the reason why
I always say that because we separate ourselves from humanity when we act like things we say about other people should not be taken so seriously, when that could be your mother, that could be your aunt, that could be your sister, that could be you. Do you want people to talk about you like that? Like, if somebody came and insulted that fighter or said something like that about a female in his family, that his wife or whatever is a man, then it's a different story then. So yes, it does matter. It matters to me.
But I want to be consistent. When the black comedian Drewski made fun of Erica Kirk, I didn't like that. Now they said that was his freedom of speech and blah 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 blah. And
Right.
I said, shoe had to been on the other foot.
Yeah, but Richard, see, one
That's,
guy,
that's completely different.
one guy is a comedian.
When you said that before, I wanted to jump in on that.
Right. But
The Erica thing, he was making is what she does. He was just adding flavor to what she already does.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. It's like has anybody on this panel met Obama? Has anybody on this panel met?
I have met Obama.
That's awesome, Mr. Medeiros. It's good. Has anybody on the car met Lady Obama? Mostly no. They don't call you. They don't text. They don't write.
But see, Brooks,
it's blah blah blah. It's like a bunch of sound of fury signifying nothing. And
Hey Brooks, I got a little story. I got a quick story for you, man. I was down in San Diego, with somebody I know, and we're walking down the streets, man, and there was this homeless guy. It was a homie of mine. I was about to drop the name, but I decided not to. Homie of mine. We're walking down the street, right? Just bar hopping. And there was somebody homeless there, right? Asking for money. Typical, there's like a couple of them. Walked past a few. This one homeless person was different from the others. This one was Hispanic. We passed by 3 or 4 homeless people, 2 black, 1 white, not a peep. The Hispanic one, he rose up, told this guy, "You're not a citizen. You don't belong to my fucking country. Get the fuck out of here, you wetback." That was the 4th homeless person. The other 3, 2 black, 1 white, nothing. They all asked for money. This guy didn't do anything different. But because of the rhetoric that's out there now towards brown people, right? That's in his head. So he's regurgitating that. And there are weak-minded people out there that act on things that are put out there in public. So it has an effect.
only thing I want to end on this is by saying this. Nobody believes in freedom of speech bigger than me. I believe in freedom of speech. However, I think in certain cases, when Erica Kirk lost her husband, and I don't support the things that Charlie Kirk was talking about, but when a person loses their spouse, and for you to do a video about how they're responding to it, I can't accept that. But I can be wrong tonight on that issue. I can be wrong on me being too sensitive on the issue of Michelle Obama being referred to as a man, but he said he was doing it in a joking way. I can be wrong on that. I'm not so sure I want to take the loss on the Oprah situation about Whitney Houston being dead and now saying some things that didn't need to be said. I'm not so sure I can accept the loss on that conversation. But I'm going to remember, because I'm writing down what people are saying. And we start talking about this Iran, USA-Iran MOU, I'm going to bring these words right back to y'all.
Yeah, and also
I
remember,
think they're solid words.
Yeah,
I do.
And situation dictates. The reason why I don't want to get into the bottom feeding of a UFC fighter is because that's the type of crowd that it plays to. And I think our audience, outside of the comments that happen with, that I anticipate getting from MAGA, I think our audience deserves a bit more of a intelligent discussion on other topics that don't jump into the divisive, the normal American divisiveness. Now hold on. Let me say this. The defining or mischaracterization of a former first lady is absolutely a huge thing, and to purposely misgender her does multiple things in various different spaces, like Deuce was saying, and it goes to like a bit of what Deuce was saying. We have ignorant people who will act on foolish words because they found power in their idiocy. And so not only is he being irresponsible, but he's horribly discrediting the office and the legitimacy of a former first lady of the United States of America. And if the same thing happened to the current first lady, there would be ridiculous outrage on multiple fronts, and we'd hear it on state regime. I'm sorry, not state regime news. I meant Fox News. We'd hear about it on Fox News, and people would be up in arms.
Little said, comrades.
So, James, I would say the same thing. Like, there's always an unwritten rule that you don't make fun of the wife of the president.
You have said that. Yep, you absolutely have said that.
Always like the unwritten rule.
Yeah,
like that's it. Like Barbara Bush is off limits, right? You know what I mean?
How could you say that it don't matter?
Wait, sorry.
How could you say that it don't matter?
That was always the unwritten rule. That was
right. So how could you say it don't matter?
It doesn't matter because it's just noise at this point.
No,
right?
Look,
you're having
this
about Michelle Obama, and it doesn't matter because nobody believes it.
No, you're wrong. People do believe it. And that was this point.
Hey, but Lee,
people believe that nonsense.
But Lee, you know, Lee, that me and Lynn, we don't agree very often. But he caught you. He just caught you. So this is why I talk about being consistent.
You know,
I didn't see Erica Kirk made fun of, even though that was Drewski's freedom of speech because he was doing it in the parody. But I don't want to see Michelle Obama be demonized, even though that was Mr. Hope.
Nobody's going to talk trash about Michelle Obama or Barbara Bush or any of the wives of the president. They're idiots. Because they've been genuinely off limits for 60 years. That has been the kindness of the unwritten rule. It's unwritten rules. Basketball, football, baseball, right? That is wait. Let me finish. That's the unwritten rule. You don't talk about the wives. You don't talk about the kids. That's the truth.
But Mr. Brooks,
and that makes sense because it's the husband who's in the arena. Wait. It's a husband that's in the arena, in the muck, in the grime. Left or right doesn't matter. The wife is off limits. The kids are off limits. It's cool. You know what I mean? That's genuinely the truth.
But Mr. Brooks, what you're saying, Mr. Brooks, what you're saying has no type of substance to it when it comes to Michelle Obama. Because before Lynn can come to you and say, look at the print, the news media print of how she's been demonized, along with we'll leave Barack out of it.
I'm not saying what you're saying it didn't happen.
Okay.
But I'm saying it shouldn't happen. Okay. The same thing.
I'll let it go. Yeah,
All
today's,
right.
today's June 24th. I'll let it go.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay, well, welcome on, Mikey. Glad to see you as
Hi.
always.
Hi.
I enjoyed listening to your podcast.
Oh no,
Uh,
you watched it? No,
oh
no.
yeah, man, it was great.
No.
It was
Only
great.
strangers are supposed to watch it.
No, man,
I don't want
I
actual
was-
feedback. That would make me awkward.
it was good. It was good.
Thank
But
you.
tonight we are going to finally get into the actual MOU.
Can I
Yeah,
say something
absolutely.
towards
Yeah.
what y'all were saying?
Yes, please.
When I run for president, all's fair in love and war, baby. You bet your kids better not be ugly. Your great grandmammy better not
Oh,
be bow-legged,
man.
because I'm bringing it all out. You
Mikey,
better not have no
when I
gap
run
tooth
against you
children.
for president,
You
I'm
better not
going
have
to
no gap
destroy
tooth
you.
children. You better not have no
Fine.
stutterers. You better not have no diabetics. I don't care. You better not have nothing. One
So
leg shorter than the other one, I will
diabetic.
find it.
Bow-legged diabetics.
I will be all the way in the dirt. I will
Hide your
be
kids, hide your
one.
wives.
That
But
part.
Mikey, hey Mikey,
one with the
but cancer,
soil I
but
am.
cancer, but Mikey, cancer is the one exception, correct? You can't make fun of anybody who has
No.
cancer.
Yeah, you will.
Look at here. We win in this election. When I
Oh my
run, we win.
All right, go
I'm
ahead. Go ahead.
dogging
Go ahead. Go ahead.
everybody out.
Go ahead.
Anybody. These hands is rated E
So
for
wrong
everybody.
in so many ways.
No, they need to get tore up. People are
Induce.
not.
Get rid of
people-
that trash Alabama shirt.
No, people have been talking way loose for way too long. Sometimes you need somebody to come in and just, adjust the atmosphere.
Mike, he just said my point. Oh, I didn't say anything. Thank you to what Brooks just said. Take that and apply it. All right.
I'm just saying, sometimes you just need to let people know that you can get
man.
cussed out in public.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe in that though. All right, so here we go. I wanted to actually begin to read through, like we do. We'll pull up facts. The MOU between the United States of America as well as Iran. Just so people have an actual, because most folks, what I've learned is most folks won't read about it. They'll just simply listen and hear about it without doing any background digging or reading. So I wanted to pull things up and share some things. That way we can weigh them against what's being said in the media, not just from the home front, but also from our allies, as it were, the Netanyahus of the world. So
He's not too happy.
He shouldn't be. I'll be honest. He honestly shouldn't be, because there's misinformation that he's purposely spewing about what isn't in, what is in, and how we are supposed to be moving about this. And the movement or the phrase that I call the shots from our current POTUS is something that he's having to deal with and decide whether or not he's going to actually agree with or move against. So with that being said, I'd like to invite to the stage Proof. Hello, Proof.
Damn.
And
Hi, Proof.
He said I wasn't making the stage proof.
And so this article, the 14-point MOU that was being looked at between the U.S. and Iran, I'm pulling this information off of the Military Times, from a Military Times article. I sent multiple different other versions from other places, but I wanted to use this in particular. I think it's
I caught you.
yeah,
I
yeah.
caught you.
I think it's relevant.
I appreciate the font. I can read it.
Hey, like I said from the very beginning, we're not in war. And there it is in paragraph 1 where it tells you to initiate.
Can I read it first?
He gets so angry.
Let me.
War in the first sentence, Richard. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, hold on, because
Read.
I'm not going to worry about that part just yet. But let me get to the first paragraph. Let me get to the first paragraph.
I know it really has to be highlighted.
I'll get through the first paragraph. The United States of America and the Islamic Republic of Iran and their allies in the current war, by signing this MOU, declare the immediate and permanent termination of military operations on all fronts, including in Lebanon, and undertake from now on not to initiate any war or military operations against each other, and to refrain from the threat of use of forces against each other, and ensuring the territorial integrity and sovereignty of Lebanon The final deal will confirm the permanent termination of the war on all fronts, including in Lebanon and other provisions of this paragraph. Now, I want to say real quick to that, and then we'll jump to Richard. I know you want to hop in on me. I got you.
Go back to that paragraph 1
Yes,
because he's doing a double talk. Because
yes and no. Well, let me say this real quick. According to
yes or no, James.
Well, and I'll clarify that in a second. But many things can be yes or no, right? Do I love being alive? Yes. Do I love being a United States citizen?
Calm down.
Yes.
That's like.
But
do I? Comparison to this.
Am I happy with being in the United States right now?
Well,
yes and no.
So
right.
Good. I mean.
So anyway, so our allies have begun to say that the MOU did not pertain to anything happening in Lebanon. I don't know if you all heard that or not. That came from Benjamin Netanyahu when initially addressing the continuous attacks that the Israeli army had going into Lebanon when he heard that this was being drafted. And I just wanted to point out that this absolutely has everything to do with Lebanon and its sovereignty. As a matter of fact, Marco Rubio recently stated as well that they were going to that's funny, that they were going to actually be holding different talks for Lebanon that had nothing to do with this MOU. And I just wanted everybody to see in paragraph 1 of the MOU between the US and Iran that it does mention Lebanon and its sovereignty. And these aren't just ghosts in the dark or products of talks with Iran and the US. All right. Now with that, I yield over for everything else that's coming out of the first paragraph.
So let me say, if you go back to paragraph 1.
Yeah.
Where if I'm Iran, I'm laughing at America. First, you say in the current war, this is not a current war because Congress never declared it. And then you go later on and says, and from now on, not to initiate any war or military operations. So 1 minute you're saying you're in a war, then you say to not initiate any war. So which one is it? Number 1, you're not in a war because Congress never declared it. We've already established that fact. The last time we declared war was in 1942. That's a fact. No Korean War, no Vietnam War. Those are conflicts. Those are military operations.
Skirmish.
So let me ask you this:
I'll stop there.
Did they satisfy that requirement when they mentioned the continuation of the sentence? What I got highlighted, skipping war now on not to initiate any war or any military operations against each other. Does that satisfy that actual? Does it remedy the issue that you're pointing out, that friction point?
I don't know because I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer or a politician, so I'm just going to give you factually.
I think. Go ahead.
Yeah, Mike, go ahead.
Well, I think you're kind of running this through an American filter, and if we have international partners, war means conflict, war means fighting, war means bombs, war means action. You know what I mean? So our legal definition of war, whereas Congress does have to declare it, may not be the same in Iran or for Pakistan or all the people that are mediating. They all have to have something that we all understand and agree to. So that might explain the doublespeak because it is multiple languages that this is having to go through.
Okay.
Sure.
Now, you know what, Mikey? Because you can say, how do you say our he wrote his E on that Iran, how he said it.
Iran.
Because he says it like that, I'm gonna fall back. I say Iran to keep it simple.
Yeah, then they don't like Iran. It's a slight because it's Iran. It's just like it's like when people call Qatar, right? It's not Qatar. They enunciate it different, and then, I'm glad.
Qatar?
Yeah, Qatar. Yeah.
Oh, Richard. It's like if they called you Richard instead of Richard.
Yo, that's kind of slick. That's kind of slick.
It's like you're like
President Rashad.
Okay, paragraph 2. I'll let it go.
so I want to point out for future references, and mark my words, when we begin to lean in a little bit further, when Marco Rubio begins to push forward, for whatever reason he has, what other intentions he has, with making different I don't want to call it concessions, but when it comes to Lebanon has been mentioned and considered in this MOU. And there has been many people that have stated that it doesn't, notwithstanding any other rhetoric that's come from POTUS here lately, right? But Lebanon has been mentioned. All right, here we go. Continuing further in paragraph 2. It starts up here, and then we have to get, just, I don't know what that's about outside of ads, but the United States of America and the Islamic Republic of Iran undertake to respect each other's sovereignty and territorial integrity and to refrain from interfering in each other's internal affairs.
That has never happened.
So now, point 2, paragraph 2.
It's never happened.
I agree, Mr. Brooks. So what I'm saying, if I'm Iranian or Iranian, this has already destroyed the entire agreement on paragraph 2.
It has never happened.
But
okay, so I'll play along with partially yes and no that it's never happened, because it has happened.
So tell me what you say. Yes.
Yeah, prior to 1943.
1943.
Yeah.
Ask the question, Brooks. There's your answer. Facts.
Yeah. So it has happened. It's a thing for, like, let's put America in an actual framing for a lot of the people who are listening to that. America is a very young country, and what we're experiencing now, especially when it comes to racial concerns, division, so on and so forth, are parts of growing pains when it comes to countries and nations that are building, even empires. There are fences older than the country of the United States of America that exist in Iran, which was previously called Persia, right? So these countries have absolutely existed without the assistance of baby brother, who thinks they have so much more importance on the world stage because they're the new pretty thing. We're still a new country, and we're still feeling ourselves out, and we're still.
I would call it first cousin.
Okay, I can accept that too.
Isaac. Hold on, let me try to get it right. Ishmael and Isaac are never going to be cool with each other. So Judaism and Islam, they will never respect each other, and they know that eventually one day this entire world will go up in smoke because of their feud. Fair enough.
That's if you give that portion or that power to the Judaic religions. There are people who have no stake in the Judaic religions whatsoever, and would directly push against you and say, well, no, it's not the issue with Isaac and Ishmael. The biggest issue is just out of the biggest issue is Odin and how he's wielding his scepter.
So when we were talking earlier about, I don't want to be considered anti-Israel,
yeah,
or anti-Semitic, but I said I will be considered anti-Zionist because that's a political movement. But to stay consistent, I'm also anti-American imperialism. So I told you I'm the type of military veteran. I joined the military to protect us. Other people join the military to go take you out. And when you talk to veterans, it's always easy to see what type of veteran you're talking to by their mindset. I did it for a protective reason, to protect our border, to protect us from enemy invasion. But I can't say that a lot of African Americans join the military with a pro-imperialistic attitude. But I could be wrong. Y'all could set me straight tonight and say, no, I joined the military. We have to go over and knock somebody's brains out. Load up, let's go get them. I could be wrong. But remember that imperialistic attitude that came from Europe when they came to West Africa and grabbed a lot of Africans, either through barter or just through taking, and brought my ancestors to this country. So I want to be
time like that. I knew of my friends growing up in the Midwest who went to the military. Is like you really have a couple choices. You're either going to go to college, Ohio, where I grew up, Ohio State, where I did, or like you go to the military because like that's the way you can go. right? And then like, 'cause you know you can get ahead, right? You don't know what you're gonna do. Nobody knows what they're gonna do. Like nobody ever said to me in high school, "Hey Lee, you know, I'm gonna join the Marines in order to be this." They just were like, "I'm gonna join the military. It might happen to be the Marines or the Army or the Navy or whatever," and like they were trying to get ahead. Didn't have anything to do with what they're going to do in the future. It was just to try to help them be a part of the future, I guess. The best way to say it.
No, I think that's a valid point, Lee. What you got, Steph?
The other thing is, don't forget the vast amount of recruiters that were sent to our schools when we were leaving or about to graduate. So it was about neck and neck. You can go join the military. So sure, you know what I'm saying. Get in trouble. I don't know what this sound is.
I don't know either.
Oh,
I think it's my kid.
no, that's different. No, you could be on her and a stir fry.
I know, right?
She's just like, she's like singing the songs with the Wiggles, but then she's like singing her own song, and I'm like, you ain't the words. You over here, you're doing a solo.
Mikey, don't hate. Oh,
right. Let her do her thing. She got music in her.
I'll just mute. I was telling y'all what she was doing. I'm just saying she over here is supposed to be doing apples and bananas, and she like girl.
That's Beyonce.
No, we don't need you doing no runs on Itsy Bitsy Spider, please.
Don't let her do it, little mama. Absolutely, we do. She got to get after it. That's that feeling. Yeah.
Hand her the mic.
Nah, I'm gonna be up here like Brandon, like, yo, dog, I really like your take, but the runs are crazy, dog. You really need to stop, dog.
So go ahead, Steph. I don't know if you
I was just saying, okay, Brooks was saying how he had encountered people that would go to the military because they didn't
know what they were going to do.
They didn't know what they were going to do with their life. But then
it was just like a high school choice. Like you go to college or you go to the military, right?
Right.
You know, like it was not like it was not like, oh, I'm going to go to mechanics. Nobody thought of that. Go to the mechanics.
Well, Brooks, let me educate you on something. I joined the Navy in 1986. It was the largest recruitment year ever for the Navy. You know why? Because a whole bunch of guys wanted to see Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
So my boot camp was backed up 2 weeks.
Top guy.
I was in cities for 2 weeks.
Wow.
Because people who couldn't do one push-up thought they could be Tom Cruise.
Great movie.
I agree with you. That's what I'm saying is like you like in high school. When I was in high school, you were like, we're going to just go to the military. We don't know what branch we're going to go to. We just literally just chose.
No. Were you in the military?
No, I wasn't. My sister was.
So get educated. Be an intelligence officer. Some people say, I'm going to be on a nuclear sub. Some people know exactly what job they're going to have when they get out of boot camp.
You take the ASVAB.
Not all,
but
some.
And
that's the education piece I wanted to give you.
They were accurately, I'm sorry, they were recruited. Maya's in my head anyway. They were recruited because and recruit you, tell you about all the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard.
Oh man.
Go to college. That was what they would do.
See the world.
Yeah, and so I don't disagree with what Lee was saying, but one of the things that is not made directly clear is that each branch of the military has a specific mission. And so you don't really, that's the part that you go in uneducated about, right? And you think it's just land and sea and that's and
air.
And air with the Air Force and it's going to be like that. But no, when you get to the nitty-gritty of the different aspects of the military, they're vastly different and they have vastly different missions in multiple different areas. And that's the uneducated part that you don't know. Like I knew for a fact after taking my ASVAB, I picked my job skill.
Right.
I knew I was coming in as a 92 Yankee. I did that on purpose, right? Because I thought I was being safe, and I was going to be the man. And that turned out to be a little bit of a different story than what I anticipated. But I do apologize to the panel because there was a question that I wanted to start out with to begin to shape up the reading of this actual MOU. And that question is, and we'll start this with Mikey. That question is not comparing it to the JCPOA at all, right? Let's leave that off the table for now. And let's
I
frame
did most
this.
of my homework on the comparison. I see.
Okay, well then we'll put it
Bruh,
back on the
you
table.
studied for the
We'll
test
bring
and they
it
changed the
back.
test. Okay.
We'll bring it back on the table. We'll bring it back on the table. But in regards to having an MOU, does this actually give the American people a bit of a warm and fuzzy that there's actually a drive from this administration to end this campaign, this marauding? Let me draw that word back. I don't want to call it marauding. All right, I apologize for that one.
How about the butchering of school children?
I don't want to use that either. I'm simply trying to paint it as an
destruction
overall
of
campaign.
civil infrastructure destroyed for no reason. That kind of stuff.
But does it give the American people a sense that this campaign is coming to an end? Does it help the American people feel that, Mikey? I'll start with you on that question.
I think they think that the gas prices are going to come down, which is probably as much as they know about the conflict, unfortunately. Like I got, what's this guy in a nutshell over here in my chat? Trump, best president ever, with all caps and periods between every one of them. Like, these people have no idea that they breathe oxygen. Right. You know what I mean? Like, I'm surprised. Like, all the sharp stuff should be taken away from him. Crayons only for the rest of the day.
He's not alone. I mean? He is not alone.
I don't know that a lot of people even understand where Iran is. Like the Iran, like, and a lot of this MOU. I mean, we're gonna go through all of it, and I'll pass the mic here. A lot of this has to do with the overriding elephant in the room, which is Gaza. Like, why is Hezbollah attacking Israel? Why is Hezbollah being backed up by Iran? This is all very connected, and America's hands are all over this. So the evangelical Zionists and the military can have fun trying to get themselves out of this one because they wanted this. So they wanted this, and now they're upset that he didn't just destroy the entire country, but they also wanted free gas. Like, they don't know what they want because they're very uneducated on the region and the history of the region, for sure.
Okay, fair. That's a fair answer, Lee. Mr. Brooks, what do you think about that? Does this help the American people?
I look at the younger generation, Mikey, sir. Fascinating to hear your perspective, and I respect that perspective. Kind of disagree. I just think that, like, people don't want, because I would say I live in Silicon Valley, right? I live in Sunnyvale. Everybody knows that. 4 months ago, gas was $3.36 a gallon, and we were all complaining about how expensive it was. And now it's like $5.46. And like, we just wanted to get back to $3. And like, now that sounds crazy, right? That sounds like ridiculous. But like, we wanted to get back to $3, and we were like, then everybody's gonna be like, oh, okay, fine, everything's fine, because like, we just don't want to deal with the drama, right? We just want to get over it. It's over, done, get out. It's too much, right? We want our under $3 a gallon gas and leave us alone.
They just want their belly rubbed in to be left alone.
You say it like that, my friend, but you're saying it so much in jargon and so much in jest that like you didn't even, like, I don't know how old you are. I'm 48. So you don't.
You're like
really-
7 years older than me. Like I'm not as young. I look very young. That I tried to grow a beard. It doesn't help.
And I'm not trying to disrespect you in any way.
I'm very old.
No, you're good. You connected.
This scraggly beard's all I can do to try to not look. People were asking me what college I picked out. I'm like, if you don't get out of my face.
I look like I'm pretty young, right? If I cut my hair, I look like I'm 30. But like
So-
my point being is like people just want normal, nothing, just like they're happy, like just chill. Can we just have fun and have like Scotland and Boston and while they're fucking partying?
So
Simple.
the question that I have is, because I don't disagree with what you're saying, that people are looking for almost a yesteryear comfort, but does this MOU assist people with thinking that we're getting back there?
I don't think it assists. I think it's like the weird stepsister step of the way. Like we don't know if it actually worked. You know what I mean? We don't know if it actually worked. But it might be the right way, even though like your friends are telling you it's the right way. Hell, your mentors are telling you it's the right way. But you don't know if it's the right way. You're just kind of going with it. You just don't know.
Brooks,
Okay, I was coming over to
Brooks.
you, Wig. Where
Brooks.
are you at with that?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't understand nothing you said.
Well,
I didn't. I'm sorry. I just didn't understand.
So paraphrasing what it sounded like is people are just ready to move on, and regardless of what we have to do, we're trying to get back to a place of comfortability.
Yeah.
In
It's just like
America.
to be like, can we get back to normal?
But you can't get comfortable. You're not gonna get comfortable with this guy in office.
Oh, okay.
It's just not gonna happen. I'm sorry, my man. I mean, I know it's a news flash and all that stuff there, but it just ain't gonna happen. That's Slim and none, and Slim left the building.
Wig, I disagree with you
I'm
because
just-
the Democrats are the ones.
It's your story. I'm gonna let you tell it how you want it. But I'm just telling you, you can't put common sense and this guy in the same room.
The Democrats are the one who put Donald Trump back in office because they're idiocy.
It's your story. I'm gonna let you tell it how you want to tell it. But I'm just telling you. I'm telling you, stupid left in the room a long time ago when this guy got in office. So I'm just, the only thing I'm saying, Brooks, is this: this guy has did nothing. I had a saying the other day. I thought about something. I said, people that support Trump don't support Trump for what he does for America. They support Trump because of what he does for people that they don't like.
Interesting. Wig, say that one more time.
People that support Trump he's not graded on the success of what he does for people in America. He's graded on the people or what he doesn't do for the people that they don't like. That's why you can never satisfy their hate.
So what happened when all the Democrats last election lost and then got Trump back in office? So how do you reconcile what you're saying right now, which is I like actually, and be like how you get Trump back in office and what
That's
they did
typically how
wrong?
elections work, though, right? One party loses, the other one wins, unless I'm wrong.
That's how it worked. But I think nobody was able. I think some people knew in this country, but some people had to find out the measure of hatred. Some of these people that go to the voters box, they rather cut off their nose to spite their face.
So you're saying fuck around and find out kind of thing.
No, I'm just saying they hateful. You just can't fix stupid.
It doesn't equal a popular election win. It doesn't equal the House and the Senate win. But what you're saying is close, but like
So, Mr. Brooks, even giving you all that, Mr. Brooks, he got the House, the Senate, the Supreme Court, and himself. How many bills have he passed?
He just canceled one today.
He did.
That would actually, do something for the country. Yeah, like actual work. You know,
Mr.
like when,
America first.
when you go to work and do your job, something that something.
I want to cut in. I want to cut in real quick. Congress only worked 89 days last year. Go ahead.
So that's all I'm saying, Mr.
You
Brooks.
have to work to do work today. he vetoed. Well, not veto. What is it?
He canceled the
He
signing.
canceled. Yeah, he canceled it. So there you go. He didn't. even
Mr. Reed, I'm asking you. Then, if that's your narrative, why did the Democrats lose?
Gaza.
But if you're talking
Why did
about
the-
the presidential election, we can run back to that at another time.
No, we don't need to. We don't need to
Yeah,
go.
yeah, that's not.
Yeah,
Right,
the reason why I'm saying that is
So you
because
say Democrats are dumb. No.
we're
Not that
because at this point we're closer to November than what we were to the presidential election,
100%, yeah.
and this November is going to highlight whether or not we're still in that space of stasis
I'm tired of
before the presidential election, or if we've
Or
moved to a
not.
different area, yeah, or we're
James,
not. So,
and what happens?
Scotland, here I come.
Listen, only thing I'm saying though,
No
Glass.
Scotland, no party.
hold on, Brooks.
You
Hold
know
on,
what?
Brooks. Go ahead, Reed.
Mikey,
Hold
I
on,
joined
hold
you.
on, Brooks. Hold on. Go ahead, Reed.
Only thing I'm saying is this: as far as this MOU, listen, there's I kind of can't put it into words. I'm just saying that. What do we got out of this? What has America? Where has the general public gained out of us doing what we did?
Okay, so I just want to make sure I'm just to surmise where you are with that is this is nothing more, nothing less than more lips bumping.
Right. I mean, what are we getting out of it? What literally? I mean, the amount of money we spent on this whatever this is what they're supposed to been doing. You could have got health care for people,
Yeah.
education.
Yeah.
You could have paid teachers more.
Yeah.
The VA.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, come on, man. Let's put our I ain't gonna say let's say sympathetic. You could, just put those people's shoes on that don't ain't as confident as we are.
Yeah, empathy. And yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
He has been stalled. It's just for what? If I just feel like he's stalling on everything, but for what? Just to try to entertain us or entertain the people that he wants to entertain, or to help his own ego or fuel his own ego. What do we do? It's just we're just watching The Apprentice.
So and I said that last year, but just to go back to a little bit of the question stuff, and I'm glad you jumped in because I was moving over to you and Lynn in a second. The MOU being out there at the very least, does it have no impact on your thought of us pushing forward to end this conflict? I won't call it a war, but to end this conflict, does it not at least help you a skirmish, right? Does it not help you at least look at that? Or
well, it says war in there like the first
it does, but
only because that's what Trump says, and like he will say anything.
And I like what Mikey said about it. This is from a world aspect, not just
a definition, like different terms and definitions that actually have to come into play. So as we see it, and as we're continuing to go on through it, does it help you at all, Steph and Lynn, to say at least we're trying to do something? This administration is trying to do something.
I'll tell you what I think, because this is right in my wheelhouse with how I sort things. So, are we better off, the same, or worse off? And worse off comes right off the page, because we've lost money, we've lost lives. And Deuce hit me to this earlier this year or last year. The Strait of Hormuz used to be what?
Open.
And controlled by who?
Oman and Iran.
And now?
Iran.
And soon to be a toll booth.
Yeah.
So that makes you worse off.
You want to get an iPass? You can get an iPass.
Say whatever you want to say about we're not paying any part of the $300 billion, but that's not true.
Agreed.
And see, the problem is most of America, most of the population they don't think like a business. See, when you put on your business hat, this is a huge L. And then some fun that I've had this week is I asked all the AI bots that I get down with which agreement was better. And what do you think? What do you think Chat and Claude and Meta and Gemini, what do you think all those dudes concluded about the two agreements? Which
JCPOA by far. The JCPOA by far.
Exactly.
But we're
so what are we, what are we doing? So now we're in a situation where you tore up an agreement. This is like a free agent who tears up his player's option and then goes out and gets I was talking about Le'Veon Bell today. That dude let 17 checks for $975,000 from the Steelers stay in the mailbox.
Jeez.
Then he went to the Jets because he was going to change the running back game. And what the Jets do after 1 year? See you.
Cut him.
Cut him.
But-
and now he's online as a Trumpster.
But
And I'm not surprised because that's so cracked.
but we're concerned about the algae in the reflection pool. At least that's what's coming across.
You know how much I read? You know how much I read it will cost to truly fix that pool? $100 million.
Listen.
That guy.
Give me $1 million, and I'm on my way.
You
I'm
gonna
on
get
my
it
way.
You gonna get it all out of there? You gonna drain it?
1 million cash.
You gonna get the 6 million gallons? You
All
gonna
you
get the 6 million
gotta
gallons?
do, all you gotta do is get some alcohol and some peroxide,
Y'all
Right.
too close.
6 vapor rub. Look.
The DC hood is too close for y'all to be having algae issues. If y'all
Right.
don't put some plecos in that thing and call it a day,
Hey,
them little algae eater joints.
you better
from
go
the
get some of them
aquarium,
Clorox toilet
Look.
brushes.
You better go. put
They
them
have
in there.
arrested people. They have arrested human
Yes.
beings for
But that's what we talked
Exposure.
about.
sabotaging this pool.
Yeah.
And all they did was go look at the algae.
And the UFC fight at the White House. But meanwhile, we got all this other stuff going on. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let me take a trip up north and pose the same question to Deuce because I know he did his homework with the JCPOA and
I saw him
we're
scribbling.
putting,
What's up?
yeah, we're putting the compare and contrast back on the table. So where are you at with this when it comes to assuaging, as it were? I'm getting my thesaurus is expanding.
You use them $20.
These are those pensive words, man. Swaggy. SAT words.
Actually, not to be.
In the dictionary. You know, they got the most words in the dictionary. He in the S section of the dictionary.
Actually, it's assuage.
Assuage, yes, okay. My
Not
enunciation
to be pedantic,
is off.
but
So
that St. Lou came out.
right. Where are you at with this, dudes? How are you feeling? And you, by all means, use your compare and contrast to dig into.
I'm just gonna hit the highlights, right? So,
all right.
when's Trump's birthday again?
Don't
June
you say?
14th.
God damn it, man! June 14th.
Flag Day and Jay Glass Day.
That's so
The
good.
greatest day ever.
ever.
So he tried to get it signed in, right? That's
Yeah.
one number. The
Yeah.
other numbers I got for you guys, 10 and 50 to 48. I'm pretty sure y'all know the 50 to 48 number. Somebody might know that one.
I don't know.
That was the
I don't know that one.
that was the most recent vote for the War Powers Act, right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
That the
50,
Senate signed out
48.
one.
Yeah, and
50
the
to 48.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think 4 Republican senators slided over to the Democrats.
Yep.
They gotta wash their hands and stuff now.
Yeah.
He cussed them out for that.
Oh yeah, they done. They done.
Well, Cassidy leaving anyway.
Yeah.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
I hate how they wait to the end. That was strategic. This is also the 10th time that Congress has tried to do this. This is the first time that both houses actually agreed. But also it's not legally binding. It's just like signing a memo and throwing it to the wind.
Sure.
Right? So with this, I'll stay focused on the MOU. I'll do a little comparison, right? So the agreement, right? This is an MOU. It's still a working order, right? It's still baking, it's still cooking. We don't know what it's going to taste like there. We don't know what it's going to look like there, right? 14 points compared to 159 pages for the JCPOA, right?
Sure.
Next, a big thing. He went in there talking about nukes. They're going to drop nukes on bombs over Brooklyn, right? That's what they're going to do.
Yeah. Oh, whenever
Does this cover that?
Right. I agree with yeah.
Does this cover it? I don't think it does. I don't think it covers the nukes. The JCPOA.
I think you mean ballistics, by the way.
He talked about that, but not enrichment. The JCPOA had a cap on enrichment, right? They can only use it for the power of their country, not to drop stuff on us, right? On anybody else. There's no
and for MRI
talk on that and still ongoing.
Mikey, you're talking about enrichment, but that's Alabama, not Ohio State. So.
We gotta
stay on topic. Stay on topic.
I stay on topic.
Disparity.
Also, so that's a big one, right? This MOU, I think it ends in it's like a 60-day window, versus 60-day ceasefire to continue negotiation, right?
We'll cover that in a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Land covered the tolls. They're going to tax ships coming through the strait now, potentially. We don't know what that's going to look like. Trump talked bad about the JCPOA because we were paying. Yeah. This one has, what, a $300 billion reconstruction fund that's going to be developed between, you're right, not public funds, but regional actors over there and U.S. companies. Now,
allegedly.
Now, will those U.S. companies be bailed out by public money? Of course.
Well, let me just talk to that real quick because I don't believe in that aspect of it, and the reason why is because we also were told that the ballroom for the White House was going to be built and paid for by private donors.
Mexico's gonna pay for the wall,
right? At the rate,
I remember that.
Right, and at first the rate was what, 100 million, or something like from private investors, and then when it was pushed over to the American people, that went up by threefold at the video.
No, it started at 200 million from private donors.
Okay, I thought it was 100, but okay, 200 million.
200 million from private donors.
For private donors, and then
it jumped to 400 million.
So it increased by twice the amount because the taxpayer was supposed to actually foot the bill. And I think the same thing would reign true for this. If right now they are saying that it's coming in at 300 billion at this point, it's going to at least double, and I'm going to say triple to those numbers. This is what has continuously happened with this administration. They started low when it was in the hands of the private investors to make it sound good, but when the transfer or the switch happened and the rhetoric changed, it grew legs, and that's what I'm afraid we're going to be staring down the barrel of when at the end of the day. But my bad, I mean, go ahead.
But Jay Glass, what was the pallet? What was the pallet of money that Obama turned over?
So the pallet of money that
1.7 billion.
Yeah, and that was nothing more, nothing less than seized or frozen assets that was already Iran's
from the 70s.
But yeah, that was being
how much money was.
People forget this part. Jay Glass, how many human beings, Americans, did he get in that exchange?
Oh my goodness, I can't remember. But
people always forget the Americans that he got
back
by giving them back their own money.
Yeah.
How much money was it again he gave back?
1.7 billion.
1.7 billion.
But it was on pallet, so people lost their mind.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
They wanted it cash.
They act like it was in pennies or something.
Yeah.
Yo, that would have been the pettiest, man.
It would have been great.
Oh, man.
You know how many extra planes it would have taken just to pay them in pennies?
And I would have gladly paid tax dollars to see that happen. I'm just that petty sometimes, but
the rotation of the earth would shift if we moved that much solid metal over the crust.
That's my kind of joke. All right, but go ahead, dudes. That's just
but it's funny you guys talk about that. It's funny you guys talk about the money that Obama released that was Iran's anyways, right? It wasn't all at once. It was tied to standards, to key conditions in the deal. And they had a measuring stick compared to that. You meet this benchmark, you get X amount of money. JD Vance said himself, that is, what is it? What the joke said? there's no established benchmark. When we feel like they're acting right, we'll give them money.
Yeah.
And they also gave them a boat. This is going to be upfront money that they're getting.
Oh,
They
released
get more
the
upfront money than the entire Obama deal.
Yeah, they can, and they released the sanctions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
They can sell oil.
And now the strait is wide open, baby.
golly, the sanctions.
Up until they can start taxing people. And one thing I'll leave, the 2 points I'll say, and I'll relinquish the mic, right? There's no enforcement for the nukes. That still has to be developed and talked about.
Yeah.
Also, the parties involved in both deals. You had the Power Five, the UN involved in the Obama deal. Who's involved in this one?
Kushner. I
Well,
can't
I
remember
mean,
the other guy's name.
Witkoff.
Baby,
Right.
Witkoff, thank
BB
you.
and CC Winans.
BB and CC Winans.
I'm surprised they ain't gonna send Dennis Rodman over there.
They got
Rodman going.
Waldorf and Adler, the Muppets that are up in the balcony.
Yeah.
Them two away.
Yeah. And but yeah, great points. Thank you for
Their
that.
names. What are their names?
Waldorf and Statler.
Okay, yeah, those guys.
So moving the conversation over to Mr. President, how do you feel about this? Do you think that it's helping the American people feel better about what's happening, and it's a promise to an end, or is it just rhetoric?
So I'm gonna have to agree with Lynn and Deuce.
God damn, what? I got my pen.
So I'll make this kind of quick.
Stir fry got it.
Right.
This conversation tonight about this USA, Iran MOU.
You got it right, Iran.
It's. Let's read my little prepared statement here. I will eschew from the Schadenfreude of this MOU. This to me is a representation of the white man's arrogance that he can control the earth. I'm not with it. I'm just not. Not racially, not financially, not politically. I understand that Israel was created or reestablished May 15th, 1948. I understand the Arab world will never respect Israel, and they'll do anything to wipe Israel off the Middle East. And I understand that Israel will fight to maintain itself, and they'll try to kill anybody that gets in their way. So these two groups of people, Ishmael and Isaac, Ishmael being first, because he was born first. These two people, for religious reasons, will never get along. They'll never have long-term peace. So when people tell me that my belief in God is wrong and misplaced and blah, 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 and I respect your freedom of speech to say that about me, here's the one thing I do know. There will never be long-term peace in the Middle East. Number two, I don't believe in telling countries they can't have their own nuclear power, because I've sat here on this podcast for consistency's sake and said every African country should be able to develop its own nuclear power so it can control its resources. So if I say that about an African country, then I must be consistent and say that about every country in the Middle East and in the world. Everyone should be able to protect themselves any which way but loose.
Can I piggyback on something you're saying? Can I piggyback on something you're saying? They have a natural source of uranium in the country. So, you know what I mean? Like, even if they weren't making bombs, they just wanted to use it for the plant, like making like a nuclear plant or something like that. Bro, it's so rare to have a uranium deposit in your country. And then so you're going to tell them, don't mine the thing that's in your own soil or else we'll blow you up. I just want to throw that on there. You know what I mean? They're not procuring it from outside sources. It's literally inside their borders already.
And you know what, Mikey? That's the arrogance of white imperialism that came from Britain that spread to America. Now, if someone says, well, Richard, you're being too sensitive about race again. Okay, then let me be consistent about leadership. If I say we're going to protect our country, now I'm a protectionist, then how can I tell another country to not feel the same way about their country? For example, I'm not Irish, even though I have Irish in my blood. You just can't see it, but it's there. But when England invaded Ireland and took part of Northern Ireland, that today its capital is Belfast, I don't respect that at all. So when the Irish ask me about Ireland, I only know one Ireland, and that's a Dublin. Because I believe that every country should be able to protect itself. Whether Israel was created legally or illegally through plotting and conspiracy, it doesn't matter, because remember the country that I was born in. Some people say it was conspiracy to create this country. So however you create your country is how you do it. But you keeping your country through military power and any other trick, okay. So if I believe in this country and some of the stuff that we do is not right, but for us to protect ourselves, then how can I not give that same respect to Iran and Lebanon and Syria and Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Oman, Bahrain? Like, I want to give all those countries in Africa, because if I give all that respect to African countries, you'll say, oh, you're sensitive, Richard. You're being biased to other black people. You damn right. But now the righteousness in me says, if I'm going to be biased towards blacks, now I got to be biased towards all other people too. That's in the New Testament. So it's easy to love somebody within my family, but when I can go outside of my family and love somebody who doesn't come from my family, who's not part of my race, who's not part of my political or no political party situation or affiliation, if I can show them equal love, maybe I have a chance to get to the eternal life. Maybe. And that's what I feel like in the world today, we as Americans. See, I don't believe that a lot of black people in America have this imperialistic attitude, but I could be wrong, because I've been wrong earlier tonight on these other situations. I stopped there.
No, I think that those are valid points that actually span a little bit of a different part of the conversation, and that is the religious aspect of it, especially since America or Americans will begin to claim a specific position of Christianity and how we're supposed to interact with the rest of the world. But it looks as if it's lost when this form of Christianity it goes outside of our borders, right? So the consistency that you're talking about, I get, and of course in America everything is based off of race, unfortunately. You know, that's one of the premier foundations of how we started this experiment of democracy. That's the truth of it. But let me get back into reading a little bit more, because
I was about to say you should just blast through the rest of the points.
Yeah,
and then let everybody get mad, because if they were mad now, they're gonna be really mad in a second.
Yeah. Let me push it real quick. We'll pick back up a paragraph through. The United States of America and the Islamic Republic of Iran commit to negotiating and achieving the final deal in maximum 60 days, extendable with mutual consent. Immediately upon the signing of this MOU, the United States of America will begin the removal of its naval blockade and any disturbances or impediments against the Islamic Republic of Iran, and will fully end the naval blockade within 30 days. During this period, the traffic of vessels will be in proportion to the numbers of pure traffic being restored by the Islamic Republic of Iran. The United States of America further undertakes to remove its forces from the proximity of the Islamic Republic of Iran within the 30 days after the final deal. Paragraph 5. Upon the signing of this MOU, the Islamic Republic of Iran will make arrangements using its best efforts for the safe passage of commercial vessels with no charge for 60 days. With no charge for only 60 days, from the Persian Gulf to the Sea of Oman and vice versa. The traffic of commercial vessels will immediately start, and considering the needs for removal of the technical and military obstacles and demanding by the Islamic Republic of Iran will be instated within 30 days. There's a lot of stuff happening within 30 to 60 days. I'm just throwing that out there that I don't know are actually feasible, but we'll see.
Makes it sound like
because they already restarted the talks.
I was going to say, when it come to our president, if he don't feel like doing something, he ain't gonna do it.
I don't even think this is still a living document.
So
it makes it sound like to me
partial.
It makes it sound like they bluff the minds, because there's no way they can get them all out that fast.
Yeah, it's partial, because they have to go back into negotiations because of rhetoric that POTUS began to say. And remember, the Iran delegation at one point got up and walked away from the negotiating table.
Yeah.
Right. So, but this is what we have so far. This is what we can see in black and white so far. The Islamic Republic of Iran From this point on, instead of reading that whole thing, I'm just going to say it on. We'll conduct dialogue with the Sultanate of Oman to define the future administration and maritime services of the Strait of Hormuz in discussion with other Persian Gulf littoral states in line with the applicable international law and the sovereign rights of coastal states of the Strait of Hormuz. Whereas, which should have been going back to I don't want to call it invasion because I don't want nobody to think that I'm talking about war.
Oh Lord, here we go. What is it good for? Oh.
But we will never get to the stance where we were with the Strait of Hormuz before these things began to happen.
So gas prices are not going down.
Yeah, they're gonna go down. They're gonna go down.
Maybe about 30 cents.
But
I got you, Deuce. Yeah, because we've ruined this. The United States of America from this point forward, I'll just say the USA. The USA undertakes with regional partners to develop a definitive mutually agreed plan with at least USD 300 billion. There it is.
damn.
300 billion for the reconstruction and economic development. And that's the part where I wanted to get to, because didn't we say we were out of nation building?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't we say we weren't going to be in the business of nation building?
Reparations.
Hey,
Who told you to take notes? Stop remembering the stuff I said earlier.
Mutually agreed plan with at least USD 300 billion. With at least, I want to point that out also.
At least. That's the
At
jump off.
least.
Great
Yep.
point. Yeah, great
All
point.
right. 300 billion for the reconstruction and economic development of Iran. The mechanism for implementation of this plan will be finalized as part of the final deal within 60 days. All required licenses, waivers, and permissions needed for the relevant financial transactions will be granted by the United States or the USA. Paragraph 7.
That means rubber stamp it, boys.
Yep. Let me pause right here real quick. Because when it was the United States of America, the citizens that were put on the line, right? There was not a mention of private investors in this statement. Directly after USD 300 billion, right? This began to become the United States of America that has nothing to do with private investors. If this had anything to do with private investors, I think, and this is my personal opinion, that this would have been the place to put the mutually agreed upon with at least $300 billion for the reconstruction and economic development of Iran, paid for by private investors, so on and so forth.
Right before that, it says the very first, because I got because yours is kind of a summary and sometimes it's exact, but the exact text of it for bullet point 6, United States of America undertakes with regional partners to develop a definitive mutually agreed upon. So it says undertakes with. That means we are paying and other people are paying.
We in it.
We and others are paying is what it says.
And I would like to have seen these partners and not just heard about these partners. I'd like to see it in black and white. Go ahead.
And some partners.
Wait. I don't mean to jump in, but hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
When you declare yourself the world leader, you pick up the tab at the end of dinner. When you say that in my opinion, when you come across as President Trump as the greatest white man since Jesus Christ, you're picking up the tab.
That was a lot you just said there.
Well, but hold on a second. Because when I have agreed,
Jesus was white.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. When I have agreed with him on things, I have said this.
White people mean. That's what he mean. White people mean.
I have said this, but remember what I told y'all from the very beginnings. I said I don't want y'all to look down upon me. I don't care if you get mad at me about my racial sensitivity about black folks. Oh, that's fine. But if you go over to the Middle East as a white man, as the president of this country, saying you're going to save those special white people who consider themselves the chosen people of God, even though they're not, in my opinion. If you go over there to Iran then you got to clean out that whole country. And from what I'm seeing right now, this 300 billion at least, quote, to me, that's a minimum. You're paying that money. And if I'm a European country, I didn't tell you to go over there to Iran and do all that nonsense. I didn't tell you to do all this. And then you talked all this stuff about the first black president and how insecure he was and how he couldn't do anything and he couldn't lead. And then you turn around and get a deal that possibly, according to what Lynn said about what the AI, all the different AIs are saying, that this is a worse deal. Now I'm upset because you've tried to convince me you're the greatest white man. And from what I'm seeing, as a black man, you're letting me down. But if you're letting me down, what about the good old white folks in the deep South who put all their faith into you? It doesn't appear to me that the South will rise again with this type of leadership. It doesn't.
Let me continue. Let me jump in at paragraph 7 because
what's him letting you down, Richard? Just to make you feel better. He ain't never been for any of us. So okay.
But I'm looking at it from, quote, the white man's perspective. I'm going to the Middle East to tell these people what they can't do so I can protect these other white people who say they're the chosen people of God.
I can't believe that they listening to him, but okay. Yeah.
I mean, the Europeans.
Yeah,
but you gotta have expectations.
You've gone
first.
over there. You have not done anything. Now we've got to pay out all this money. The gas prices are high. All the economy is high. And then you're going to turn around later if these Democrats win the House and the Senate, and they will impeach you, and they will impeach you and remove you and try to put you in jail. And then now the country's going to go into a catastrophe.
And it's algae in the damn reflection pool.
I'm gonna talk about that in my ending point.
So I don't know if you watched the Tucker Carlson deal that Lynn sent earlier today, but this is that he was talking about, right? I don't know if you saw the text I sent. I won't read it for everybody. It was in our group chain, but this is like if that previous paragraph is something that began to set you off, like Mikey said, just stand by. Because the rest of this is about to annoy the hell out of you.
But Mr. Glass, I said this a long time ago. I said there's some weaknesses in the Democratic Party and there's some weaknesses in the Republican Party. And I said one of the weaknesses in the Republican Party is you have some white people who are white Christian and evangelical who think that the white Jews, Ashkenazi Jews in Israel are the chosen people of God. But you got another group of white people who are white Christian nationalists, Mr. Glass, who hate Jews. And so you have these two groups of white people at odds with each other. And then you go to the Democratic side, you have some white people or maybe some Muslims who can't stand Jews. And so we are caught up in a situation from both sides over Israel. I'll stop there.
And we got 6 more to get through. So let me push through 3 and we'll
don't forget about Chuck Schumer.
I know, right? And
I promise to give Israel everything that I have to give.
Yeah. So paragraph 7 in our continuance. The USA undertakes to terminate all types of sanctions against the Islam. Let me highlight this.
Yes.
For future
sanctions released immediately.
I want us to see what's happening with this, right? Because this is the part that actually kind of rubbed me wrong. The USA undertakes to terminate all types of sanctions against Iran, including the United Nations Security Council resolutions, IAEA Board of Governors resolutions, and all the unilateral U.S. sanctions, primary and secondary, in an agreed upon schedule as part of the final deal. Iran and the USA acknowledge the critical importance of the sanctions termination issue above mentioned and express their intentions to immediately address these issues in the negotiations in order to achieve mutual agreement on them. Now, if you don't understand what this means, you don't understand money. Let me paint a picture. If you went to the water faucet and put your hand on the cold water option and you turned it on, it'll just start pouring green. That's what this is saying for Iran. This is turning on funding that, holy cow, we don't have to worry about doing anything because this economically, this will push them ahead of the United States almost immediately. almost immediately. But let me keep going because this paragraph 7 is the one that pisses me off about this. Unfortunately,
Oh, let me, yo,
go
those
ahead.
sanctions.
Yeah.
That's a break of 47 years, man.
Yeah,
Yes.
immediate.
47 years.
Immediate. Not 60
Immediately.
days.
Off punishment. They free. They back in the streets, baby.
Immediate. They outside.
We
Self-
Yeah.
outside. We
So
outside.
if we thought Hezbollah and Hamas were bad at one point, just think about what they will be able to get when they are properly funded.
Somebody about to learn some act right is what I
Because
hold
hold up, Jay Glass.
Mhm.
There's also $100 billion that we're going to unfreeze.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't forget that.
Yeah.
We're going to unfreeze the checking.
So we are talking
See.
about a cash flow in a society that we consider the biggest enabler of global terrorism, having literally financial availability to do, and they partners in Russia. Let's make
They're
no.
about to be Elon Musk. They're about to have
Yes.
$1 billion in checking.
I'm about to move over there. They're finna have healthcare and shit.
This
They
is,
finna have all the money going that way.
Wait, is it healthcare or free healthcare?
it's going to be free for them
It's
because
gonna
by
be 100% free.
by the whole thing has been, we are pushing forward to keep Iran from being nuclearly capable. This is the exact paragraph 7 gives them that ability. Directly and indirectly. Financially, it gives anyway. Let me keep reading. I said we had to keep
Jay Glass, this is like you had a beater and it got totaled, and now they're gonna give you a Maybach.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That's
Your
insane.
B210 got totaled, and they're like, you know what?
Yeah. So let me go back and answer my own question. Actually, I do actually find some sort of solace that at least this is pushed out to the American people. And the reason why I find solace in it, it doesn't mean that things are going to get better at all. But now we can hold, the American people can literally hold this administration to something that Blanche is trying not to do. And with this being in writing, hold them to account.
Yeah.
How many other times have we seen them put anything in black and white? Very rarely ever.
Well, my question is this document really a legal document?
Not just yet. Not yet, because there's still negotiations happening. But this, I can take this for what it is and for where we are and say, hey, what let me get to the next, what's the next thing coming out, and have we going back to tweak or change anything, because these are the things that we don't need to have in. And this isn't even comparing it to the JCPOA. This is just looking at stuff on its own merit.
Yeah.
Right. That's just looking at it on its own merit and finding the points to where this could actually cripple and hurt the American citizen. I'm not concerned about the Iranian citizen. I'm gonna be honest. My push and my faith is in and for the United States of American citizen. I don't care what shade you are. This hurts us.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this does. This hurts us. Anyway, let me keep going. All right, I'll speed read these so we can get through them.
I feel like you're on a ride, like when they tell you to keep your arms and stuff in the.
Oh my gosh, yes, yes. Iran reaffirms that it shall. Oh my bad, y'all. I don't want people to think I'm lying. Iran reaffirms that it
you haven't been reading this from memory the whole time.
I know,
What
right?
kind
I'm a
of
bad
friggin'
man.
host are you? You didn't
I'm
even
a
memorize
bad
the whole
man.
thing.
It should not procure or develop nuclear weapons. The USA and Iran have agreed to resolve the disposition of the stockpile enriched material pursuant to a mechanism that will be mutually agreed upon in accordance with the schedule mentioned in paragraph 7, with the minimum methodology to be down blending on site under the supervisions of the IAEA, which was something JCPOA had introduce. The two parties also agreed to discuss the issues of enrichment and other mutually agreed matters related to the Islamic or related to Iran's nuclear needs based on satisfactory framework being agreed upon in the final deal. The final deal will confirm the provisions of this paragraph. The USA and Iran acknowledge the critical importance of the nuclear issues above mentioned and express their intention to immediately address these issues in the negotiations in order to achieve mutual agreement on them, which says nothing more, nothing less to me than concepts of plans. Paragraph 9. Pending the final deal, the USA and Iran agreed to maintain the status quo, which I'm not comfortable with. That being said, Iran will maintain the current status quo of its nuclear program. The United States will not impose any new sanctions, which is
Crazy.
not.
Hold on. So wait.
And
will not deploy additional forces in the region.
In my Bernie Mac,
a few paragraphs ago, when they're supposed to dispose.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. All right. I thought I was.
Yep.
They're gonna dilute it with other uranium, so it's not as
Right.
fissile.
But maintain the status quo at the same
they're gonna
time.
step on it, dudes. They're gonna step on it.
Now,
they're gonna cut it up.
How do you keep the same level and get rid of it?
They're gonna step on
I know
it.
I'm in Alabama, but
There's uranium 239 and 235, and you have to use the centrifuges to get the heavier one out, and the heavier one is the one that we want. And then you enrich it by putting it inside of a methane gas so you can spin it. And then after it's spun, then you can cake it up and then find a way to get it to supercriticality.
So they gonna flip it.
Yeah.
So what they gonna do is they're gonna put more of the base material in there that they would have put in there into the centrifuge originally, so it won't be as enriched.
Can somebody say yellow cake? Didn't we hear something?
Yeah, I was about to say that. Don't let Dave hear about this yellow cake. Don't let Dave hear about the yellow cake.
I'm scared.
I'm just thinking that.
What Monkey got in his house and what he's teaching his daughter to do.
So
she's dancing to Moana right now.
I just want to point out that the Secretary of Defense, I'm not going to call it the Secretary of War because Congress has not changed the name. Secretary of Defense has made his platforming on saying that the difference between this MOU and what happened at JCPOA is that they know that we will now be able to resort to force. According to this MOU, we cannot impose it as it says right now. The USA will not impose any new sanctions and will not deploy additional forces in the region. So it's not just Iran, it's the region. I want y'all to understand.
Get out.
I want you all to understand what that there is a quota, a maximum, as well as a possible reduction of forces in that footprint because of this MOA as it stands.
I mean, but you got to define region.
You know what? Hey.
You got to define region. I mean, this is the dude that changed the name of the Gulf of Mexico.
You missed the key word.
Fair point.
Indeed.
Say again?
Listen, I've been writing down some of these words.
What's the key word?
As the president of Local 1000, I'm signing the contract. Let me tell you something. Words like mutual, final, discuss, satisfactory, immediately, respects, negotiating, pending. That was garbage words.
I agree, and that's exactly why I said this. This sounds like the campaign trail when he was discussing concepts of plans.
It's garbage. It's garbage.
Concepts.
I have a concept of a plan.
Yeah.
That I'm going to release in 2 weeks.
So
in the next 2 weeks after that. So let me finish these. Go ahead, Mike.
I don't want to distract, but if only he could just call Obama's people and ask for help. Man, if only he could just call and ask. Look, I'm in over my head. The water's getting deep. It's starting to swirl.
Did you save that document in Word? Can you send it over to me?
What is it? Worse.
Can you just forward me that email? Can you just CC me on the email that you have from before?
No, CC me on it.
Yeah, please.
So I do want to point out that our friend Polonites is not an American citizen, and this is the story that's being painted in other countries.
Yeah.
I just wanted to throw that
Ain't
out
nobody.
there.
That's accurate.
Bro, they get to tax the waterway. That was free.
Free.
That was
Damn.
free.
Free now.
What the hell?
Damn, now we gotta pay for the straight too. Damn.
Let me get
Hold
through.
on, Jay. Jay
Yeah.
Glad. You
Yeah.
know when JD Vance messed up?
When he opened his mouth.
When he
What did he
said inspectors will be allowed back in.
Back in.
Because you know what
Back
that means?
in. That he
They were
acknowledged
in.
it. They were there.
They were in.
Yes.
I
They
have
were
been,
in.
I hate to use this word, but a little part of me has been triggered when I've been hearing this guy talk for the last couple of days this week, and every time I turn around, it's JD Vance. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, they don't like that guy. I just want to throw that out there. But let me
And this is messing up his plans and Rubio's plans to run for president.
Oh, horribly.
And
Absolutely.
Trump doesn't care.
And
Huh?
he's
Trump
in there.
doesn't care.
No, he's
No.
in there to destroy them all.
He's a lame duck. He's
Idiot.
still trying to figure out a good legacy,
Yeah.
but he's messing that up by the
He
day.
ain't thinking.
But he's
about
a lame
people.
duck president
He
right now.
has always been for himself. He ain't even for Melania. She ain't for him either. So they're like perfect.
Well,
couple.
just to throw something out about her,
Be best.
well, you know what? I'll say that for some other time. Let me push through. The USA undertakes that immediately upon the signing of this MOU and to the termination of sanctions, U.S. Department of Treasury will issue waivers for the export of Iranian crude oil, petroleum products, and derivatives, and all associated services, including banking transactions, insurances, and transportation. I just want y'all to know that in Florida, they are putting 15% ethanol in gas. All right. The USA undertakes to make fully available for. Wait a minute. You know what? I'm gonna keep going.
Go ahead.
You mentioned the Treasury, and again, when you begin to mention the United States of America, it's talking about the citizens, and then you begin to mention the U.S. Treasury issuing things. Now, again, you're committing the citizen, the taxpayer, to dollars that Congress hasn't apportioned. Anyway. The USA undertakes to make fully available for the use of frozen or restricted funds and assets of Iran upon the implementation of this MOU. The USA and Iran will mutually agree on the procedures related to the release of these funds during negotiations. So again, we don't really have a framework. Such funds, whether obtaining the original account of transfer, shall be made fully usable for payment to any ultimate beneficiary designated by the central. Here you go, Rich. Here you go, Rich. By the Central Bank of Iran. The USA undertakes to issue all necessary licenses and authorizations accordingly.
Real quick.
Yep.
I swear to God, real quick.
Yep.
Remember when Scott Bessent was like, yeah, we let some of those ships through and then we sanctioned all the oil. Well, we're giving that money right back.
Right back. As a matter of fact, that was a really, really great impression. I appreciate that.
That's it. It's exactly right.
that was spot on.
Do you watch SNL, Mike?
Oh, what?
Do you watch SNL?
Sometimes they're not very funny.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jake Glass.
Yep. The USA and Iran agree that an executive mechanism will be established to monitor the successful implementation of this MOU and the future compliance of the final deal. Paragraph 13, almost finished, folks. After signing this MOU and subject to the beginning of the implementation of paragraph 1, 4, 5, 10, and 11 of this MOU and the continuing implementation of these measures, the USA and Iran will start negotiations regarding the final deal exclusively on the other paragraphs. And finally, paragraph 14, the final deal will be endorsed by a binding UNSC resolution. And we have made it through it. Good.
And that's what we're gonna make this presidency. Like,
I got something. I was reading up on something.
Yeah.
What it said, U.S. is going to do the reconstruction fund, and then another section said companies. Right? I was reading on it. SpaceX. I forgot what the SpaceX IPO was. But
135.
Boom! Insane, right? We're using Starlink over there in Iran.
Yes.
To handle war aspects, right? Did you know there was a deal? There was a proposed deal from Elon's company to the Pentagon to help reconstruct Iran's communication capabilities. Because we destroyed that. That's gone. We did destroy that. Right?
That's because Trump got pissed at him.
Okay, hold that. I want you to put a pin in this. Listen to this. So, let's see, SpaceX
Yeah, that
was
just happened.
generated
Steph.
11.4 billion in revenue from Starlink in 2025. Proposed charging as much as 500 million to launch the capability, along with 100 million monthly fee to operate the satellites in
Did you
Iran
say
to provide
monthly?
communication monthly.
Yeah, a month.
But guess who they sent that bill to?
I don't want to hear it, man.
The
I don't even.
I
wanna
paid
hear
it. I paid it.
Pentagon. And guess who
paid it.
just who did Trump ask for more money for? Who
Me.
did
88 billion. 88 billion.
for which agency?
Department of Defense.
Wow.
Department of
The
War.
Pentagon falls under.
We just
Yeah.
needed I just need to pay him a little bit more, and then he'll be good to go. We don't need to tax billionaires. I will give my money as a taxpayer. Elon doesn't have it literally in a couch cushion somewhere. I will pay it because.
By the way, Elon is not a trillionaire today.
Yeah.
The
Not
stock
today.
fell. He fell
yeah.
under a trillionaire. So
I'm
he's
going-
not in the he's not in the 4 comma club today.
But
he will tomorrow.
July 6th, keep July 6th on your calendar for SpaceX. That's when it's accepted to the NASDAQ 100. That's when all of our retirement accounts will automatically buy SpaceX, whether you like it or not.
Hey, you know what? Now hold on a second.
What? No, no. You only buy a Deuce if you have an index fund.
And your retirement account.
Right.
Now, if you
If you have
if you
index
manage it
fund-
yourself, different story.
Right. If you don't have an index fund in your, if you don't put it in the index fund in your 401k,
Correct.
if you don't want to be part of it.
So, listen, I've been watching these comments.
They're going crazy. I'm getting back to them.
AKQ is on point. The Irish, was the Irish
Irish
person,
Swede. Yeah, the Irish Swede.
he or she is on point. Quite a few of these comments, they are on point. But I want to say this.
Not gonna brag. Those are from the Bin Podcast Network. We have a very eclectic, enhanced audience. Just wanted to throw that out there.
This thing about this money that me and Deuce went round and round last year
The president
about the central bank and money being printed. And I told you, Deuce, I said, as the days grow long, you're gonna realize that you can print up as much money as you want as long as the people believe in it. Because our money is a fiat system through this central bank. And when you go off the gold standard in 33 and then again in 1970 or 71, your money is all based on perception. So when he went and asked for 88 billion, it doesn't matter how much money he asked for, because you can print up the money. And then I'm gonna make this point real simple about that pool. And I wrote this down because I thought that we were laughing about the reflecting pool, but there's something symbolic about that reflecting pool that I want people to understand. And this is where I'm going to defend Trump to a degree. If you call yourself the greatest nation on earth, you call yourself the greatest military power, you call yourself a world leader, and you cannot have a clean body of water in DC at our capital, there's a problem here. Because if you can't keep your pool clean, then how can I expect you to ensure that people have good quality food to eat? How can I really believe that you're going to make sure that
JFK Jr. all over that, baby? What you talking about?
Oh my gosh, that's the scariest statement I think I've heard all year.
He getting rid of the blue M&M. The blue M&M is out of here.
Jeez,
My favorite human goat.
That stupid, sexy green M&M.
if you tell me you
And
are
didn't he
the
take
number
the color off the Doritos? Well,
The red
but
something.
it's really not true because they have enough red Doritos until
But
eternity.
I'm saying this because Trump actually had a point about that pool. If you cannot have a beautiful pool with beautiful blue water that said that we are the number one country, when you come to visit the Capitol and you see all the beautiful monuments in DC, because we are supposed to be this wealthy, powerful country, the world leader, and you can't keep your pool water clean. That's like me telling Stephanie and Lynn, coming up to my house, I'm balling right now in Sacramento, and they get up here, the toilet ain't working, the pool's a little dirty, and they looking at me like,
Just jiggle the handle.
No, you got to say for reach down in there and pull the socket up. So they
You go, hey, you go. It's a little rusty. You're gonna need to take your watch
go back
off.
to Houston. Look, you're gonna go back to Houston, but they're gonna be making calls saying this brother talk all this shit. If we get up to his house, his toilet ain't working right, his food don't taste right, and his water dirty. I can't go out here and take a swim.
Well,
Let me. It has nothing to do with race.
Why is this whole pool thing, out of all the presidents that we've just had, maybe it just didn't make the press. Why is this happening now? Unless he hired, so because you know how he is.
He hired his homeboy.
Yeah, I was going to say because he likes cheap labor.
He hired his homeboy.
But listen to this, folks. But here's the problem. But here's Trump's biggest problem of him saying, because I can know people are going to hate Trump, people are going to love Trump, but I'm going to look at him unbiasedly. When you call yourself a builder, and probably he is the one president that comes into the White House with a lot of buildings, whether they're on budget or under budget, underneath his belt, and you can't get that pool right. Now I'm concerned about: are you going to get this taxpayer that you said wasn't going to be taxpayer? Is the ballroom going to be right? And then you want to tell me
he's not going to pay the people that build a ballroom. He ain't paying them.
That's going to be a separate issue. But what I'm saying is, if you come in saying you are a builder and you can't get that pool right, because the pool does need to be right. He's actually right on this. And the ballroom should be right. So you look at these problems that are true problems, but the other presidents were like, we have other pressing problems. This ain't it. This is not part of our legacy. But for you, President Trump, this is part of your legacy about being a builder, and you can't get this right. So you didn't get the pool right. The ballroom's underfunded, behind budget. You didn't get the Iran war right to show the white man is superior to all others. You didn't get that right. Then what have you done? And I'm not anti-Republican or pro-Republican. All I'm simply saying is you've done all this, and you know these Democrats, these other white folks, and ain't the black folks, these other white folks, these Democrats are coming for you in November. And if they get both those chambers, they're going to try to get you out of the White House and into a jail cell. And this time, I can't come to you and say political persecution, because the first time it was, and then you came back trying to get revenge on the political persecution. But this time when they come for you, I can't help you on this one. You on your own.
He built a section of the wall, Richard. Don't cut it. He built a section of the wall. Don't act like you don't see that section of the wall down there.
Okay. But that, you know what? That's a great point. He didn't finish that correctly.
Yeah.
So
it's not that he didn't finish it. It's just a little behind schedule.
It'll be ready in 2 weeks.
9 years behind schedule.
2 weeks.
That pool is symbolic of the failure of his building expertise.
But at least the lobby and lounge are kept. Oh,
what happened?
The rooms are full of bed bugs and water damage, but at least the lobby and lounge are kept immaculate.
Well,
that's kind of to what you were saying and what Mikey was saying. But you know, we bougie in our house. If you got to take the top off the top, we got a glove like one of them.
Right. But
Y'all do it right. Y'all do it right.
The pool in the Capitol, that reflecting pool or whatever it's called, reflecting pool. It should be right. Those monuments in DC saying that we are the greatest, and I think most of those monuments don't have Confederate generals. I think, to unite the country. Those things should be kept up and kept immaculate, because they keep all those monuments in Europe. They keep your monuments immaculate. So they should.
We kept our monuments immaculate here in the United States up until now.
Yeah, I was about to say, let's those are small beans to what's actually happening to.
And that's what I'm saying. But that's what his presidency is. That's what he wants to focus on.
So I don't disagree that it's symbolic. I don't disagree with that at all, because it is. Yeah, it's supposed to show, right, the initial greatness and beauty of America.
But if you say that you can't afford to pay $1 million a month or $1 million a year or whatever the cost of this to keep the water in the pool clean, if you can't afford to pay that, then you can't afford to do anything. So that tells me
why are we even focusing on him with the ballroom? Why is that even?
Because it's his status. Because what he's trying to do is he knows he's going to get run out of office, or they're going to try to put him in jail. So what he's trying to do is he's trying to listen. When they do that ballroom, don't be surprised if he doesn't try to put his name in gold in that ballroom to where you can't.
And it's the same thing is gonna happen to that happened to the Kennedy Center not too long ago.
Yeah,
so
we're going to just take that off.
Yeah, so let's pull back just a little bit.
Can I say one real quick thing on the pool?
Of course.
So the pool was, I mean, not like miraculous or anything before that. It's an outside pond. Like we got Buckingham Fountain in Chicago. We got all these big water effects. They grow shit all the time, and you have a little air bubbler, and it doesn't do air, it does ozone. So that thing breaks, the algae comes, you got to call the guy, you do the whole thing. None of this would have happened if he didn't decide to add a layer of sealant to the bottom that he could paint blue. And that sealant, like Swede said earlier, the Rhino, whatever it's called, it's not waterproof, and it doesn't adhere to concrete. It's supposed to adhere to metal.
And they have a person that comes out, the groundskeepers, the person is supposed to, make sure that's all. They have a person that's hired to keep up with the pool. So what the hell is the problem? Just like they have people to cut the grass.
He probably got doged. He got doged.
Well, he definitely got doged, and then Trump brings in one of his fixes. His guy has no idea what he's talking about. And to your credit, Mr. President, it's worse than you're even stating. I think you're underselling it. This was completely unnecessary.
Yeah,
just left it. If the bottom of the pool is dark,
same thing with Iran.
It reflects better, and you get the better effect of what it's supposed to do. It's not supposed to be shiny and glistening like a pool bottom. Then you see all the freaking waves, and it doesn't reflect. It was fine. But he's stupid, and he wasted all of our time and money doing all this.
Yeah. Mike, I want to say this thing. Y'all are underselling this man. This dude has a proven track record. Okay, I'm looking at stuff. He's a winner. He has the Trump Taj Mahal. I'm sorry, my bad, not that one. He has Trump Airline. Damn. Hold on, wait. He has Trump University.
What about Trump State?
Trump States.
He bought the New Jersey Generals, a USFL. They ain't around no more.
Yeah, Trump State.
All right, he has a trend. He does have a trend.
Yeah, but you know what? Listen,
what about
the pool and all their effects.
What about the shoes?
I'm not a scientific person, so when y'all say he didn't do it right, he had to do it this way and that way, I'm gonna accept what you say.
It's right there in front of our faces.
Right, but what I'm saying symbolically, if you say we want to have a beautiful pool, and I guess it's going to reflect blue water, then you have to spend the money. And if you say, well, we don't want to spend the money to make this pool a reflecting blue water, and you don't want to spend the money for affordable health care, and you don't want to do this, and you don't want to do that to show our American ingenuity and to take care of our people, but yet you want to brag to the rest of the earth that we're the greatest since Jesus Christ, you're lying. You're lying.
Rich, that's like me.
But the thing he spent the money on isn't possible. It's DC. It's Baltimore.
Yeah.
It's the
possible
East
to have a clear blue water reflecting pool.
It doesn't like this isn't
Florida.
Florida.
Told him that it wasn't. That's part of the problem.
They got 15 million in the back.
I gotta go.
He's easily
water
fleeced.
Fountain. It's a natural water fountain, not a swimming pool like one of his golf courses. And I hear what you're saying, like it should look nice. I think it has its own, DC has its own look, and it is stone and a little bleak and serious. And then like the grass is very verdant and there's plants and stuff like that. But the architecture is somber almost. Like none of the presidents are smiling, like doing a thumbs up or like fuck yeah, America, fucking throwing the horns on a fucking back of a chopper.
UFC.
It's Patty, and he's doing this guy, and he's got a bulge from his cup, and like we don't have that. We don't do that.
Red cup.
He holding the red Solo cup going across the Washington or the Delaware River. Like we don't. It was like I don't know what era exactly all that stuff came in, but the pattern persisted where you're supposed to be reverent when you go there and it's supposed to be stoic and a bit bleak. But if you know what it's true margin. Ooh.
Listen, at the end of the day, I don't care if it's Democrat or Republican. Unless you get rid of that central bank and create our own bank and print our own money, and you stop that taxation, stop all these tax incentives and all that. have a straight one way of how you pay your taxes. All these tax incentives and all that the rich from both parties benefit from. I don't know. Stephanie and Lynn may benefit from it too. But at the end of the day, there are certain things you have to do when it comes to money to get everybody on par. And if you don't address those situations, you try to go around it.
Rich, who should control the money?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh,
The people by the people. So if
What
you
you
vote
do?
the people in, they should be in charge of the bank that prints up the money that's being
the same Congress that worked for 80-something days last year should control the money.
I cannot argue that point. Well, I'm simply saying, if you tell me it's the country for the people by the people, but you have a private group of people running the central bank, then your country that gets its money from the central bank and pays it back with interest off your tax dollars. See, this goes to Tucker Carlson and Margie Taylor Greene and some of these other.
God damn it, man.
Rich started it. Rich, why am I getting you call out? Rich started it.
Listen, you're laughing. You're laughing now. That's fine. But when I talked about the aliens many years ago, people laughed me underneath the roof.
Who?
Okay. When I talked about the aliens years and years and years ago.
Which aliens? Space aliens or illegal aliens?
Okay.
What I will say again, let me throw this out there just for the record. When Rich is talking about the financial institutions, I am not vastly far away from what he's saying in my own surmising, right? But I'm also not an expert on this. I don't have a degree.
My only
in
question is,
anything.
who should control it then?
Sweden.
Give it to me.
Y'all
Y'all come give it to me. You can trust me with your money.
Bruce, if you tell me we're
From
American,
another country.
and I already said this, we tell everybody on earth that you should be like us. You should have a democratic society, and if you don't have one, we'll do what we have to do to influence you to have one versus letting Russia influence you to have communism. Okay, so if you say that we're a democratic society, and you're gonna have a real democratic society and not a democratic republic, then I'm against, because I'm against electoral college, and some of that was partially because of racism, partially. So I'm going to be consistent. If we're going to have a democratic society, a majority rule, you don't have a majority rule with that central bank or with the electoral college.
Silly.
You don't have that. So I'm not surprised that some Republicans are mad at Trump because he sold them on the bill of goods that America first. No, when he said America first, that was synonymous with I'm first, and I'm going to take care of me and my family because I'm a businessman. And that's what business people do. They take care of themselves, their spouses, their kids, their family. Then comes everybody else, comes the trickle-down effect. But he told people this in 2015. What we do. That's the one thing that President Trump didn't lie on. He said it's about me and my money and my prestige and my ego. That he didn't lie on.
First off, let me say this. Because now we're getting personal. God damn it. I love Star Trek.
Well, I did not know that.
Oh my God, yeah, man. Absolutely, I do.
Star Trek over Star Wars?
Now, I don't compare them like that.
Boy,
Okay,
I ain't
next
opened this
generation,
in
man.
20
Yeah.
years.
Hey, yeah. I am
Still
a
in here somewhere.
Trekkie.
The Borg was
it
the
honest.
scariest alien to me. The Borg. That was
The
the scariest.
Borg were the actual most honest and logical alien. That's
Yes.
they
Similar.
represented the most
Similar.
zealous aspect of humankind when it comes to groupthink.
Resistance is futile.
Yep.
Wait a minute. So when Irish Sweet says, I think too many people don't understand how the Fed works. Irish Sweet, you're correct. But there's no conspiracy on this Fed and how it was created in 1930, approved on December 22nd or December 23rd, 1913. Okay, and there were leading congressmen and senators
They're tricky.
who
So
were against this central reserve. Okay, and this is why the Epstein, they get us distracted from the Epstein. One of the reasons why they don't want you to see all those Epstein emails is you're going to see how some Jews, some Ashkenazi Jews feel about non-Jews, and you're going to see about the ritualistic abuse, and along with some other things in those emails. So people can keep saying that the central bank is that's a conspiracy, that the aliens was a conspiracy. But every time we turn around, you're doing more and more disclosure about the aliens and our interaction with these people from outer space.
All right.
So you know, all this is going to come to it. I'm telling you, I'm out ahead of this. You know how it's all going to come to a head? Because AI is going to really bring the heat. Because once you start really developing this AI to where AI tells you the truth about Obama's situation or agreement with Iran was better than Trump, do you think if Trump had known that AI was going to come out and say that off all
let me just say this about AI. The AI made its own little civilization. They allowed it to do it. They created it under certain parameters. And at the end of the day, Gronk ended up burning his city down.
Wait, did you count Gronk as AI?
It's a form.
Yes,
it's absolutely
AI.
Yes. So the AI societies would have checked out. We've beat them. It's not. Actually, I would say listen to NDT's explanation of AI and how he assimilates it. And I don't think he's too far off from the truth of it. That is just another point of a computer, right? And it still has to be programmed within certain parameters to do specific things.
AI is people.
Yeah. Irish Swede, yeah, I do know about the depressions prior to the creation of a central bank, because they were created so that there'll be a need to create the central bank. Because we first started, we had the first bank, then we had the second bank. But President Andrew Jackson said no, he wasn't going to renew the charter. That was back in 1830. Oh God!
See, and if I say a counterpoint, James gonna say, "Deuce, why'd you say something?"
I'm not. What I was about. What I'm going to say.
That's Star Trek. Star Trek is the Force.
Listen,
oh my God, Stephanie, Jesus Christ! Why would you? Why would you do that?
This thing
Somebody
about
just put up that this Force is wrong with you.
Abraham Lincoln, I want Irish Swede, because me and Irish Swede are probably on agreement on a lot of different things. When Abraham Lincoln was fighting the Civil War, he said, "We're going to print our own money." And he took
I don't think y'all on the same page.
No, you all are not.
You're not on the same page.
I bet you if we talked, it would be. I bet I know that.
So that was actually what I was going to say. We will have to get a calendar directly and mark a date to have an extended point of conversation. So you know how we do. We'll pull up information, so on and so forth, to talk about central bank conspiracy, so on and so forth. So we can dig into it and we can talk about it. I was trying to wait for Mikey to get back.
Yeah, because people, well, I want people to understand. I'm being consistent. I have not changed up my tune. I said this a year and a half ago, and I'm staying consistent. And I said this about the aliens many, many, many years ago, and people laughed at me. And I said, you just wait till you find out what your U.S. government is really about. So when I was taught as a child that they were experimenting on Black people, I said, oh, I don't believe this. And then when the books came out later, I had to tell my aunties and uncles that I was wrong. You were right. They have experimented on Black people in this country on more than one occasion.
Yeah.
People call that just a big conspiracy, but it was not a conspiracy. Now, this Epstein situation, they said that was a conspiracy, but they won't release the files. So, you know, when people want to talk, it's easy to support the status quo on what you've been taught. But we as Black folks, we know that everything that you're taught in these schools, about 90% of it, of the truth has been omitted if it reflected people of color's contributions to this country, or not just Black folks, Mexican folks, or anyone else. So we're not getting the whole history of this
women.
country.
Oh,
women.
With that being said,
So, you know,
Did I say that wrong, Jay Glass? I said that backwards.
you said something about Star Trek and the Force. That's Star Wars.
No, that's what they said.
Oh, okay. I read it wrong. My
she was
bad.
saying,
My
yeah.
bad.
They
My
said
bad.
that.
You
all right,
hurt my
I'm
feelings.
honestly tired tonight. I'm tired. I'll let it.
Yeah, we've been pushing. We've been pushing. Let me get to the proper banner. I don't know what I've done. Oh, here we go. We're going to get it around the horn. So let me get another track up. I make these tracks, by the way. If you all have enjoyed the music that you've been listening during the podcast, these are tracks that I produce when I'm at home. But let's let's get around the horn.
Possibly.
And of course, we won't start with me. We'll put Mikey up first. Mr.
Hey,
Mikey.
Mikey, he likes it.
He likes
Oh
it.
man, I have heard that 100,000 times.
I'm not an original,
least.
man,
At
but you only heard it
least.
once tonight. So hey,
You don't know that. I have a very busy social life. I talk to many people. No, I'm just kidding. We covered this on my network, the Ben Podcast Network. Please give us a subscribe and a follow and a like and all that good stuff.
Absolutely.
Where can we find you at? What platforms?
On YouTube and Twitch. We used to do Facebook, but people wouldn't comment because their names and stuff are on there. So we went to the more anonymous one. We covered this on the show, the MOU on the show, and I called it on Tuesday, the Tuesday show. I called it last week. Man, somebody just had to, I don't know, bomb Lebanon. Like, I knew something was going to happen, that this deal would not go through. It's too good for Iran, and somebody who will remain ain't real, nameless, is not going to allow them to get anything. They don't want them to have anything. They have a almost bloodthirst for them. Even though the Iranian party, despite all of their foibles as a nation, they have been the mature, responsible, at sometimes compassionate ones in this equation, which is not what we would expect out of our adversaries when our allies are acting so cutthroat. They got us. And now that they know that they got us, they're going to continue to got us until we deal with Israel. So when everybody wants to stop avoiding the Palestinian-sized elephant in the room, we can deal with that. And then Lebanon can, Hezbollah can stop attacking, and the Houthis can stop attacking. They've all said it 1,000 times, and I don't know how many times they're going to have to say it before the West hears what they have to say, and that is free Palestine. If you do not stop the genocide, we're never going to have cheap gas. We're never going to have anything. And Democrats will never win an election. So either we solve the problem and we help these people, or we continue to do this for the rest of our lives.
I can dig it. Give me 1 second. I wanted to go and fulfill Polar Knight's request to link your podcast, which I just did. I'll put it in the chat right now.
Thank you.
That is the direct link to the Ben Podcast, run by Mikey Famine, and he's got a great panel also. So when he's on listen, y'all go listen in. It's a good time. It's a good time. I thought that I had a lot of trolls that we get off of this podcast.
Oh my God.
Bloodline podcast. They get trolls that are paying to put comments in, and it's absolutely hilarious. They get, oh my God, they pay and they get flamed. It's great. It's a great thing to watch.
It's so fun.
It was absolutely hilarious. So I enjoy. I might need to take that approach. I'm just putting it out there.
When is this podcast?
It's say that again.
When is this podcast, Mikey's podcast?
When? What dates and times, Mikey?
So on Tuesdays, well, sometimes we have two shows, but Tuesdays are usually midday, 12 p.m. Eastern, and then on Thursday it's 12 p.m. Eastern and 8 p.m. Eastern. So, and then Wednesday we have another midday show where we talk about food, so we can depressurize from having to deal with genocide and war and all of the horriblest things, racial crimes, and reporting on all that stuff really takes a toll on you. So we watch funny food porn videos, and it's great.
Yeah, I would also.
Thursday was 12 and 8 Eastern, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I put it in the comments.
Okay.
Let me do my. This is Buddy. Here he is. There, save. Come on. Okay.
So while y'all are going and liking, I also gotta give a shout out to that's dope. I love
that's him. That's his comments that he was making.
Oh yeah. It was that craziness.
Wow.
Ebonics, making fun of my blackness. None of you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
And so
It's
while
my-
I'm gonna pull Rich up for his around the horn comments, and while we're transitioning to Rich from Mikey, I also got to give a shout out to my high school buddy. He came on to the podcast a while ago, J.R. Jackson. He has the watch list, and he's on every day at 12 p.m. Eastern also, and he's got a great show. He's an individual. He doesn't have a panel. He's by himself. But he shots us out all the time, and I need to make sure I do the same for him. So J.R. Jackson under the watch list, and he also has a Twitch that you need to go and check out. I can't remember what it is right now, but I'll go back and find it so I can plug him on that also. All right, Rich, around the horn, it's on you.
All right. So today's June 24th, 2026. I'm Richard
Indeed.
Lewis Brown, and I am against American imperialism, whether it's in Europe, Africa, or anywhere else in the world, particularly the Middle East. I believe that American imperialism has helped support Zionists in the creation of Israel. I said help support Zionists. My second point is there will never be a peace in the Middle East regarding Israel and its neighbors, or with Palestine. That will never be. Many people, in my opinion, who are Muslim in these Muslim countries, including Palestine, will never accept Israel. Never. And Israel basically says that May 15th, 1948, we are a country and we're not going anywhere, and we'll do anything and everything to defend our border. So these two groups will never, it will never be long-term peace. That's my personal opinion. Third, I wish we had never gone over there to Iran, but I said this a long time ago. If you go to Iran, you have to kill everybody. You got to kill them all. And then you got to go after Lebanon and get them gone, and maybe Syria as well. But that sounds like that sounds like violence on steroids. And I apologize for that. Remember, I'm a pacifist. I don't want to go to no country and fight them. I want to defend our border. But if you claim that you're going to help Israel, then you got to kill everybody in sight. That's what war is about, killing everyone in sight. That's why it's called war. And unfortunately, that's what it's going to take. But America will never kill everybody in sight because we don't believe that that's righteous. We believe that violates the Geneva Conventions. And that really hurts people's souls when you say you have to kill women and children. But what happens when you go to a country and bomb them, and then they grow up, those women and children, those children grow up. They join terrorist organizations, and they come back for you. Mm-hmm. That's what happens when you go to war with somebody and you don't clean out the whole group. How do we know this? Just go to any inner city and look at the Bloods and the Crips. You shoot one, two more coming back for you to shoot you. And now it's a never-ending war. And that's what war is. You got to kill a lot of people to keep the empire or to spread your empire. I don't like talking like this, but these are hardcore facts. You got to kill everybody in sight. We've gone over to Iran acting like we're God's gift, and we ain't. And now they haven't lost anything. If anything, they feel inspired against the great American devil that they think that we are. Now they're inspired. And now you're inspiring Lebanon. Not the same type of inspiration that we were trying to inspire Ukraine, which Ukraine actually inspired us. Woo. I'm shutting my mouth right here. Thank you for your time. I'm Richard Lewis Brown.
All right, I'm pulling over to the big screen. I know Deuce, you're ready, but we got to get Stephen Lynn in.
Sure. No, you go first.
All right. Well, I'm gonna just go back to the topic for tonight. MOU is not good for the United States. I can't think of one paragraph out of the 14 that is in favor of America first. So for me, it's a bad deal. It's not even finished. It's still wet cement. And I think it's going to get worse.
Oh, it's my turn.
It's
Okay.
your turn. I'm done.
Yeah.
It was a great panel tonight. It was a lot of shenanigans going on.
Yeah,
My
yes, there
Brady
were.
Bunch
Yes,
square,
there were.
whatever. But I'm just glad that everybody gets to voice their opinions, and hopefully we can get this reflection pool and together. And look, the gas prices look while they're not going. Since we're not in war, we have better things to think about, right? I'm saying this sarcastically, like our reflection pool and our gas prices. So,
In our ballroom.
and our ballroom and the UFC fights and what else? Oh, and the shoes. Did anybody get some shoes?
I'm still waiting on my phone.
Okay.
Don't forget the passports. Don't forget the passports.
I forgot about that. Ooh, yeah.
I saw Fat Joe picked up a pair of them, and he got roasted online for doing so.
Oh.
That Joe got a pair?
That Joe
Yeah,
got
Of course he
He's
would.
like, I got to. I'm a sneakerhead. I got to. And there's like, bro,
Come out the
just
block.
not them.
I
I wonder what Jada had to say about it.
was talking about the black shoes.
She's talking about the floor shine
Oh no, he got
that Rubio had on.
Oh my gosh.
Rubio could have used a pair of them Trump sneakers.
Yeah, because he said that the African Americans would like those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Fat Joe showed up with, look, y'all, I can explain. It's like, Joe, no, shut up.
Mike is pretty good with these expressions.
Yeah, these are pretty good. I must
I've
agree.
been this annoying my entire life.
That's all I got. Glad to be here.
Deuce, it's on you.
All right, so start off. I got some notes here. Mikey, pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
I miss the gloves. I forget if the red gloves or blue gloves. You got to bring those back. Steph.
Oh, were they purple? I think they were purple, but
Yeah, don't tell me they were purple. Man, I messed all the colors up. All right. Then, of course, miss my boy, the baiter and press, Rich. He always baits me into fair conversations that then James calls on me for and never says anything to Rich. I noticed that. Must be the St. Louis connection. St. Louis connection.
Wow. He said it's the river water.
We're the same bedroom, baby. Same
And
bedroom.
I want to play connect the dots, man. Venezuela was first, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Then Iran.
No,
I think about
Venezuela was second. Venezuela was second.
Who was first?
Greenland.
We didn't go after Greenland though.
Yeah, we just talked about
Okay.
it.
We just
Okay.
there was this
You're
conversation.
talking about actually being
Venezuela.
Well, I would say the boats are first. The boats and then Venezuela.
Yeah. The
But,
bombing.
okay, but the boats are connected to.
The area. Yeah.
So
Even though the countries weren't even aligned, but according to them, sure.
facts. So Venezuela, Iran. I think about similarities. Oil, right? Neither was cool with the U.S. corporations operating in their backyards. Both had China, Russia influences, right? And then drugs with Venezuela and terrorism with Iran. Listening to Trump. So I think what country could be next? Think which one could be next? Because there's another one. There's another one.
A Middle Eastern country.
Cuba, we're already doing some Cuba stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Cuba's
How
on the
about,
menu.
how about Taiwan? How about that?
Taiwan would be China initiating it. So I'm talking about which is a good one. I'm thinking about things we initiate. I came to two solutions. One with Israel, one without. Without Israel, I think it's Colombia.
Whoa.
No, they'll die.
Colombia or Russia, China, cool with them.
It's jungle. You want to go in there?
It's the same thing we did with Iran. We didn't put boots on the ground.
Notice we have no footprint in South America or Central America. It's jungle, brother.
Yeah, we got.
But we do have something down in Venezuela now. We have a presence. But you're right, it is jungle.
And then
But I don't think it'll be
they'll
boots.
get a tire around their neck and gasoline necklaces for the
facts.
evening. So
That's why I don't think it'll be.
down there, baby.
No.
I don't think it's gonna be boots on the ground. I think it'll be like another air show,
Oh, okay.
right? Or another snatch and grab.
Oh.
That's my guess. So put that down in the record book. Now, if you want to please Israel, I say, hey, sorry, big bro.
Mhm.
Israel, big bro. Sorry, big bro.
Damn.
Now we'll come up with a reason to go at Lebanon.
Damn.
This could be
Come up with a
good.
reason to go at Lebanon, which doesn't match the criteria for other countries, but it has an Israeli influence. So those are my 2 picks. Put that on Polymart. Check it. And put my bet in.
All right.
Gotcha.
Report just came out that Polymarket's been faking their stuff.
No.
Came out this afternoon. They're
Faking their ads.
They've been
Their ads were fake.
Yeah.
Oh, the ads.
Yeah, where the
Data.
people were winning, where the people were winning in the ads, where they were showing people winning.
Oh,
That
yeah. But the data's good.
Money. No, the data was fake too. Like somebody
Everything is fake.
when he said McDonald's, but he never said
yeah.
McDonald's
Man.
in that window. He didn't say it in that window.
Right.
He said it in a different window.
But remember what we said. Everything we see, we are bombarded with so much information between a truth and a lie and a mixture of both.
Mhm.
And for you to make an accurate decision on how much truth you're being told from all your sources,
This
you
is
gotta
Arnold,
battle.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's movie True Lies.
Oh,
Show you right.
facts.
Show you
Facts.
right.
Okay.
Okay. Was that all you had, Deuce?
Yeah, that's all the no side. Yeah, I just
Sorry.
highlighted that St. Louis connection there.
Yeah.
Hey. Who said something about river water? That's not a thing.
That's wild.
As
wild.
and
we
for
don't do that.
and for full transparency, I am a St. Louis native, and yes, we all do drink river water.
Bro, I'm
And that is
surrounded by
gotta be
y'all.
great.
Yeah, man.
I'm surrounded by y'all,
Thank you
man.
very much.
Welcome.
Yeah, hey, see, look at it. You got him. Look,
Mississippi.
you got him. See, don't do that, Mikey.
That's what everybody drink. Y'all know that's what we drink. We drink that river
Hey,
water,
hey,
y'all.
Lynn,
No,
Hey,
no.
Lynn. Hey, Lynn.
Filtered.
Yeah.
Listen, Mikey's right. In the city, in the county, yeah, we getting that Mississippi water. If you go to the country, get that good well water.
That well water. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
well water.
Difference now.
So,
Turn your
That
clothes
explains
Okay,
so much.
y'all
That
drink from
explains
the
so
tap,
much with
right?
y'all
If
now.
I go home, I drink from the tap. You cannot do that here. Don't suggest that you do that here at all.
I just also want to point out that St. Louis has some of the best tasting water in the country.
Thank you.
Ever.
Filtered
I
from
keep
the
We
telling-
had a whole bunch of ingredients in it. Of course, it's gonna
From the
taste
tap.
good.
So we gotta get out that dead body taste.
But you know what?
It's flavor water. I got flavor
just-
tap water.
They
I
throw that
do-
Lowry's
water-
up in that joint.
The water can't just taste like giant catfish. You know what I mean? You gotta get
Yeah.
Hey, but guess what? I teach whatever's in it. I teach still white. Maybe it's the
So
white
hey.
shoe polish, white shoe polish for our
Absolutely.
shoes. White shoe polish for our sneakers. Maybe that's what
Yeah.
It's all the fresh air from Forest Park.
Oh
No,
Lord.
that's true. That's
So
true.
let me knock out my round of horn so I can hop off again. I'm not at the house. I'm at my lady's place, and so
we can
with
tell
that
by
being
those.
said-
We can tell by the nice choice of pillowcases.
Oh man, she kills this. Look, if you want
Yeah.
some home decor options, this is who you need to talk to.
Come on,
That's,
now.
that's
Can't
I'm gonna
afford
just throw that out there. I am not that guy, but she
How many
is.
pillows
that
you gotta
woman.
throw off the bed to get in the bed?
Man.
That
Only
I
one.
hate that. I had 2 pillows
Only
on my
one.
bed. That's it.
I only have to push aside one, and I'm comfortable.
Mhm.
But with that being said,
That just means he
I am-
gave in, y'all.
partially, sometimes you just get tired and you can't just move all
You
up.
can't
just
fight
gotta
all
lay
the
where you lay.
pillows.
You gotta lay where you lay. But she is the host of a segment, a podcast that we have called Wealth Reimagined. She has been in banking for over 2 decades, and she is assisting everyone when it comes to personal finances, starting with budgeting, so on and so forth. So catch her segments. She doesn't go live frequently, or she hasn't been live yet, but we do have her segments that come out and they are played
I
as well.
follow her.
So, yeah,
Wow.
if you haven't looked at Wealth Reimagined with the People's Money Coach Maya K, by all means catch her. We clip it every day. She plays her new videos come out every Monday.
That's cool. She's gonna go live. I want to talk to her about.
And she holds your
AI
hand
budget
through
apps.
the scary parts.
Yeah. So I will.
She holds your hand through the
If
scary.
she feels like it, if she's cool with it, if not, cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'll ask her because I don't think she's opposed to going live, but she wanted to get out what she needed to get out before she answered the questions. So
Barbecue, I was at a gas station. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, but so make sure you catch her. She puts out new content, generally speaking, every Monday morning, and it begins to play. So she's starting from budgeting from $100 all the way up through. It's great. I'm learning a lot, and follow her. Worth Reimagine. We've got a lot of things that we're going to do with her segments. Also, my sister will begin to get her thing started. She's currently in the States from Japan, and she's going to be talking about. She's been in psychology for decades also, and so that's her niche. And so she will be pushing out content sometime soon. Also, for the good people who don't know this about the Medeiros Group, if you have any questions about life insurance whatsoever, Stephanie and Lynn Medeiros are the people to contact to help you with your life insurance endeavors. And not just that, right? But if you need questions answered about wills or trusts, they have also expanded into that as well. So there's a plethora. Say again?
Power of attorney. POA.
Yeah, absolutely. POAs, power of attorney as well. So there's a plethora of information, right? And also, as you see tonight, with the Ben podcast with Mikey Famine, make sure you catch his information also. And we put it in the chat once before. And this is to make sure that everybody is getting a more than enough information, right? The point is to push out valid information, whether you agree with it or not. You might not even know that you need the information right now, but you'll need it in the future. Right. So this is we are a bit of a hub to making sure you have all the information that you need and you're equipped with it, or at least the talking points as to where you want and need to start. Right. So tune into the Family Bloodline Network, because we're covering as much as possible, and we're not doing it from the celebrity standpoint. We're doing it from the average everyday American citizen. Everything that you hear us talking about or debating or going back and forth about, it's because we all have a passion for our fellow American. We all have a passion for our fellow American, and we all have the exact same goal for everyone involved, and that is nothing more and nothing less than success. That's what we want for everybody. So I'll leave that as my around the horn. Oh, before I forget, because I'm still trying to get Deuce to hop on and talk to us about day trading. And all those good things that come along with that. He's a wealth of knowledge when it comes to that. And I honestly think that he should have another segment added on to start walking people through these different lines of sight financially, because that's another thing that we need to look at, not just as an American society, but as a people in general, how to invest, what it looks like, the reasons behind it as well, giving you the why, as it were. So I'll end my around the horn, doing my best to promote everybody. Again, J.R. Jackson with the Watch List, the Ben Podcast, Wealth Reimagined, the Medeiros Group, all of that. It's the place to be. So continue to tune into the Family Bloodline Network. We are trying to do our best to patch everything and everyone together so that we can move forward as a society, because that's what it's about.
Thank you. You're the best.
Word.
Dopeness.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, my pleasure. Again, we've got to do another life insurance thing, and also start to talk about the trust, the new parameters that you all have begun to develop, because I think that's so important. I think it's such an important aspect of everyday life that we're missing out on, whether it be
wealth management and generational wealth. Generational wealth. Yeah.
All of that. So with that being said, as always, we absolutely thank you and appreciate you all for hanging out with us. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you decided to be with us, and so we appreciate it. So God bless and good night.
Good night.
Holla, 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 holla. Let me holla.